bells ring. Joe ain't rich, but learned everything. OG smile line, that's the first win. Most blow accounts before they begin.
Understand probability
And flow,
don't overleap it.
trust because it glow.
Wait for confirmation.
Not anticipation,
Patience be.
impulsive speculation.
Technicals matter.
Volume trim,
What psychology decide?
the end.
Joe Pat Charles
Tenders backpack slow,
finally understood the game.
ain't YOLO.
It's discipline.
Risk, process, execution.
That's the real option.
Scenario, best spot strikers.
Smart out your training.
Learn the foundation before the fireworks. Trade smart, dominate the charts.
Yeah. For educational and inspirational purposes only. Trading involves substantial risk of loss. Not financial advice. Matthew 25. Let's talk stewardship. Well done, good and faithful servant.
Multiply what heaven entrusted.
Fear, bury the gift. Welcome Matthew 25. Red letters spoken. Kingdom parable. Hidden truth open. MasterCard service be for travel abroad. Place resources in their hands before departing far.
217.
5 talents to build.
To another 2.
According to skills.
To another 1 talent.
Measure was assigned.
Each according to ability at the time.
First servant went and multiplied quick. Second did the same with discipline, risk. The third got fearful, dug into the ground. Bury what was given, never moved around. See, the story ain't really only cash. It's stewardship, purpose, time, and craft. What you do with opportunities in hand defines the fruit produced from the plant.
Don't bury the talent in the dirt below.
Feel they keep on never
Truly grow.
market rise.
Market crash.
Still control your soul.
Stewardship and patience over chasing gold.
5 became 10.
You became 4.
Faithful with little now.
And trust in more.
But the servant ruled by fear stood still. Never multiplied the gift or the skill. Young trader staring at the future's low.
Future's low.
Thinking every green candle guaranteed dough. Loaded contracts, hit no risk, plan set.
Flip through the whole account, chasing internet flex.
Then he had
Well done.
good and faithful servant.
Then it hit deeper than surface work.
This faithful ain't gambling, records with greed. Faithful means protecting and managing seed.
And trading.
There's a difference clear
Between wise execution and emotional fear.
one trader over trade.
Every move in sight.
Another waits patient for setup time.
One risks everything.
Time double overnight.
Another grows slow.
With discipline tight.
That's the parable inside the chart.
Patience and stewardship set apart. Cause multiply capital.
Stay control.
Not emotional entity.
And soul.
This is education on purpose only. Trade down risk, move wisely, homie.
Never risk money.
You can't afford to lose.
Every trade decision
Belongs to you.
lasts for one week.
Don't guarantee gain.
Keep a strong system.
Can it do a pain?
Study, practice, protect your peace.
Real well built through consistency.
Till the master came back after long delay. Asked each servant what they made.
Well said, 5 became 10 through word.
Seconds 2 became full.
Through pressure heard. Master answered both the exact same grade.
Well done, good and faithful servant.
You were faithful over a few things.
I will make you ruler over me.
But the third said I feed and hid what was mine.
Never took responsibility with time.
See, fear can't freeze potential still. Just like greed can overtrade skill. Both extremes can lead to loss. Wisdom works in or through every cross.
In markets and life,
That principle stands.
be faithful with what's inside your hand.
Not everybody called to flip overnight. Sometimes called come little by little, despite.
Don't pay the talent in the dirt below.
Protect the seed
And watch it grow.
Trade and test discipline deep and soul. From wisdom and patience, sustain control.
5 became 10.
2 became 4.
Faithful stewardship, open doors. Matthew 25. multiply wise.
Had you 25,
14, 30.
parable of
The talents.
educational and inspirational purposes only.
Trading involves substantial risk. Manage risk carefully.
Protect your peace,
Your purpose and your capital.
Yeah, yeah. Late nights, yeah, yeah. Late night, screens glowing. Everybody sleeping, still studying the charts. SPI strikers, smart action trading. Ambush in the night. Look, ambush in the night when the weekend's panic. Market moving wild, but the real stay balanced. Everybody emotional over trade can't manage. I was building discipline while they chasing the damage. See the candles like warfare, pressure on the front line. One bad decision can erase a whole grind. That's why I move patient when the volatility climb. Cause survival in the market really come from the mind. Yeah. Never let my ears say revenge trade heavy. But Proverbs told me pride make destruction come deadly. So I sit back calm while the fake get desperate. Cause the sniper don't rush every setup he presented. Carrying conviction while I carry these scars. Every lost taught lessons, not a vision move sharp. Everybody wants success till the pressure get dark. That's when fate separate king from the actors. Ambush in the night, yeah, the pressure get real. Everybody talk tough to the drawdown they fail. Ambush in the night, still I move with control. Cause discipline and faith keep the peace in my soul. Structure over north, that's the code every day. Smart action trading, we was built for the faith. Ambush in the night, but the vision stay bright. When you walk with purpose, you survive every fight. See the market expose every weakness inside. Freedom make you blind, ego killing your pride. I done seen traders crash from one emotional ride. Cause they worship the greed more than truth in their life, yeah. Now I move different, less emotion involved. Calculated every risk before the trigger get pulled. Shockwave on the screen while the momentum evolve and the traders.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. You are solely responsible for your own trading results. The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Friday, June 26th, and welcome to the most value-packed live trading show, where we live trade, break down charts, cover high-impact events, and talk trader mindset. Hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday and is ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. Happy Free Trade Friday, happy Ramp Down Friday. For those of you joining on YouTube, make sure to join the free tier Discord. You can do that by going to smartactiontrade.com, go to the community tab. When you go there, I did drop the link to the delay-free, ad-free stream, like I said yesterday, so you can join our team member, our private community, and get a preview of that delay-free, ad-free experience. Make sure to do that. Before we jump into the trades, guys, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and of course, on Fridays, look to close out the week as strong as possible. We've seen a lot of action this week, so again, look to make the right decision, despite if you're wrong. If you're right, make sure to take profits, size down, and look to take advantage of the best opportunities. As far as where we're going to open, guys, we're looking to open below that daily downside breaker. Synchronized selling across the board so far as we speak. The question becomes, can that continue to last? And we're going to pay close attention during first shift, that 20 psychological level on the VIX, along with that 20.50 level as well. Those are going to be some critical levels for us to pay attention to. And let this thing open up. Let's look to take advantage of the best opportunities and close out the week as strong as possible. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And here we go. Gap down to open things up. We're gapping down below the daily downside breaker. Okay. Let that 1 minute candle close out. Let that 1 minute candle close out. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Make sure to like the video as you're coming in, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We're been a little light on the likes past few days. All right, so let's get the likes up. Let me just remove the VWAP real quick. Okay, off the open, we are seeing Apple continue to slide. Meta trying to slide. Nvidia trying to slide. Palantir trying to push. VIX at that 2023. Interesting year. SPY below that daily downside breaker, below that 50 MA on the daily, guys. 50 MA on the daily, we're below it. Okay, we're below it. We're below it. So higher time frame traders, positional traders. All right, that 50 MA is here, June 26th. Okay, let's mark out that BOGTOG gap down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Poll question for today is very straightforward, very simple. Let us know you did this week. Are you green? Are you red? Are you yellow? Break even? No trades? Let us know. All right, let us know. Let us know. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Okay, there we go. There we go. Apple's starting to push the upside. Okay, the first few minutes, it's just a matter of just the first few minutes is the first 5 minutes. Okay, it's the most volatile. It's the most volatile time, very comparable to the last 5 minutes. All right, at 10 o'clock, we do have some orange folder catalyst coming out. 10 o'clock. So again, if you're looking to trade after 10 o'clock, let us know in the chat. Okay, so let me know. Are you trading before or after 10 o'clock? So we have consumer sentiment plus inflation expectation. Okay, we're testing that down downside breaker. We're starting to see some dip buyers get involved. We're starting to see VIX slide to the downside. Small caps getting bought up. Dow getting bought up as well. Let's see if there's some follow through behind that. Palantir starting to push. Palantir has been falling off a cliff, guys. See if Palantir can hold over that 110. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, guys. George, sending blessings to you and your family, health, economy, and followers in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen, amen. Fishman, as always, thank you for speaking life into the chat. Job 42:10, pray for others and be blessed. Amen. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Vanuz. Good morning, good morning. Is the screen frozen? Okay, there we go. Thank you for letting me know. So sometimes that does happen. The screen does freeze. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. After. Okay, should be good now. So thumbs up if the screen is good. It's a nice little retrace reject there. Okay, nice little dead cat bounce to trap some of those bulls. They're dumping this to the downside now. Look at that. Down goes Nvidia. Nvidia's a very interesting candidate for me as well to the downside. Down goes Nvidia. As you're coming in, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. We hit 200 likes once. We can do it again. Okay, if we can do it once, we can do it again. Let's see if it's not a fluke. Showing yesterday's chart. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Paul Man. Good morning, good morning. Remember, guys, for those of you on YouTube who are watching every single day, today's Free Trade Friday. All right, so if you're on the delay-free ad-free stream, go to the site and join the free tier Discord, and then I posted a link in there. All right, so every Friday I look to do that to give you guys some insight and allow you to sit in our pre-market prep along with delay-free ad-free. So once you go delay-free ad-free, it's a game changer. No hydration breaks. Gap down, thank you for the update. Elion, what channel can I watch the recap video? Please, recap video. I posted it on YouTube. I missed the past couple of recaps. All right. Best thing to do is just watch live. All right. To get the best bang for your buck, to get the best experience, is to watch live, or just go back and watch the previous episodes. All that is on YouTube. Free Trade Friday, very simple. You get to trade alongside our team. Okay, a private community. You get access to the Google Meets link, delay free, ad free, and you see my full screen. All right. Just giving you a little preview. Okay, nice PML grab. So even if you short this, if you short this from that daily downside breaker, where's your target? All right. If someone shorts this, which you can short, that's fine. Where is your target? Your target is PML. Okay, you have to respect these levels, guys. The market will give you what it's going to give you. But if you want more every single time, right, it's going to take more. If you want more, it's going to take more. Yeah, the Google Meets link is available in the free tier Discord. So go to smartactiontrade.com. All right. And join the free Discord. So no strings attached. It's posted in there. Okay, so see if Nvidia can stay below that 191.93. We do see some buyers. Okay, possibly protecting that 190 sec level. Apple, see if Apple can start to push back the upside. We're seeing some strength on Palantir, early candidate to the upside. Tesla as well. Keep in mind those mega cap tech names, guys. They're treating them as zeros. They have the 0-day contracts today, so be mindful of that. Be mindful of that as always. That 15 is still a lot of selling pressure. Still a lot of selling pressure on it. We're retesting that daily. We're retesting that BOG, the bottom of that gap in that daily open. Initial response back to downside. Do we have enough fuel? Do we have enough fuel to get below pre-market low and beyond? All right. So this action is reserved for the people that want to trade between now and 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, okay. After the catalyst, there's time as well. Okay, from 10 o'clock all the way to 10:30. There's a 30-minute window right there as well. Okay, so if you're not trading if you're not trading before the catalyst, during this time, you're not clicking any buttons. All you're doing is observing. Okay, you're just on standby. You're watching. What are you watching? You're watching how buyers and sellers are interacting with certain levels. What levels? The key levels. Okay, so that's all you're doing. If you're not trading, you're just paying attention. Do they respect this level? How aggressively do they defend this level? What kind of response have we had off this level previously? What does it take to flip this level? What does it take to reclaim this level? What does it take to reject off this level? All right, so lots and lots of insight based off of these SAT key levels, okay? WMT flying. Let me kick Maul and you off there. WMT, yep. Thank you for the heads up. John G, yeah, WMT. So it looks like a lot of people fleeing to safety. Apple starting to get nice to push the upside. Palantir looking good as well. Amazon looking good as well. So I'll see if that can be sustained. Can someone put in the chat what SPY's IV is, guys? What's SPY's IV? Okay, so get used to this. Every single day before you take any contracts, look at the IV first. Look at the spreads every day. Okay, so I can see what the IV is, but I want you guys to get used to looking at that first. What's the temperature? Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, 1 minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart. One minute chart. Okay. Okay, going back and forth. How are we doing, strikers? Anyone have any swings? I know Sancho had some puts. Congratulations, Sancho. Whenever the market is falling aggressively, count on Sancho to be in those puts every time. So congratulations on doing your due diligence. Taking the risk, okay? Taking the risk. on your broker. So where do you find IV? On your broker. So options chain, whatever broker you use, look at the options chain. Look at the options chain, you'll see the IV. So some early candidates to the upside: Amazon, Tesla, Palantir. So Palantir's got beaten up for all week. So let's see if there's some dip buyers on Palantir. SPY jam between that Dow downside break and that PML. So let's see if we get some kind of separation. There's some sellers up there. There's some buyers here. So what gives? Buyers here, sellers here. Still a lot of selling pressure on the hourly. Some selling pressure on the respective 15s. Small cap starting to catch a nice little bid. So that's going to be on watch as well. I'm going to look at the 190, 298s on IW. Keep a close eye. Let me first clear my watch list from yesterday. Okay, let me clear that watch list. Okay, if you don't trade zeros, don't start trading zeros today. Don't start trading zeros during summer. Right? Stick to your usual contracts. All right. Pick the contracts that work best for you. Now looking at the 298s on IWM. Calls, we continue to push the upside, so that does show some signs of life. Also, Amazon showing some signs of life to the upside. So some early candidates, okay. 230 Amazon calls, keeping a close eye on that. Also, Tesla. Tesla's been getting beat up. Tesla's Amazon chart, go to the hourly, they're trading in a bearish channel. All right, so if you take a look at both their charts, you can start to see something there. They're trying to seek that resistance, that bearish channel. If they can get to the top of that channel, possible breakout. Okay, looking at the 377.50s on Tesla. Okay. We talked about Palantir as well. Palantir got beat up for all week. So there's any dip buyers there on Palantir. I'm looking at the 111s, 111. Right, just some early names to pay attention to. So IWM, watch Amazon, watch Palantir, watch Tesla. Tesla's ripping and roaring, guys. Look at Tesla above PMH. See if you can continue to push. Apple is starting to wake up as well. Apple also got beat up. Okay, look at small caps. Small caps are getting bought up. Small caps leading the way. And now you can start to see this hourly candle is starting to shift. If the bulls can reclaim that hourly open, they can flip that candle. So a small victory for the bulls right now is to drive price above that daily downside breaker and get it internal to prior day's range. Get into the jaws of that gap. All right, but it's gonna require a lot of effort here to get above that daily downside breaker. Small caps leading the way. Okay, VIX falling off a cliff. So as VIX falls, what do we need out the 20, guys? Slice and dice. Slice and dice under that 20, then we could possibly look for that reclaim. So out of the four major indexes, IW looks appealing. Okay, Palantir, Amazon, Tesla. Let's see if they got some follow through behind that next 15-minute candle. So the question becomes, which one has the least amount of traffic up ahead? All right, so they do have a little bit of room to run. So in this case, if we're going to build that thesis, guys, we need the VIX to come into 20, slice and dice below 20, and start to head towards 1850 or 1875 at minimum, decisively, no hesitation, and we can see a reclaim here. Does IW have some traffic above it? Is there any resistance above? IW has a little bit of room with that weekly downside breaker. That's actually a weekly upside breaker. Okay. All right, SPY as well. So SPY, if you're taking shockwave, guys, you're playing the reclaim. SPY is reclaim. All right, so in this case, slice and dice under the 20 on the VIX would be crucial. Keeping a close eye on Tesla. Palantir, if it does break, okay, to the upside, it does have room into that daily upside breaker. All right, so no trade so far, still in observation mode. In the event that we do start to collapse, Meta, Can be a candidate. Okay, SPY, whichever way it goes, it goes. We don't mind on SPY. We're starting to see a premature bounce before that 20 on the VIX. Okay, right in that 20 territory to the upside. That's driving us lower. So in this case, with Shockwave to the downside, look at all that room to the downside. But, okay, we need that slice and dice through PML. So we need that support to crack. Okay, we need the VIX to immediately start to head towards, or the momentum above that 2050. All right, and the closer we get to 10 o'clock, look how close things are coming. Okay, we're about 14 minutes away from the two catalysts. 14 minutes away. So the first 15 minutes a day is in the books. First 15 minutes a day is in the books. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Okay. Are you already in SPY or you're waiting for the break? No trades. I'm in no positions currently. All right. So I'm just gathering information. And seeing what name can present the best opportunity. Out of the indexes, I'm keeping a close eye on IWM. IWM and SPY can come into play. Okay, SPY has room into that 730.46. Okay, soft target. Keep in mind that's prior day's low, so it needs to get above that decisively. Qs also starting to push the upside. Nice bounce off that weekly up with an IW. Hold above that level IW. We can start to go. Has room at that weekly level. We need the VIX to slice and dice below that level, guys. VIX slice and dice below 20. SPY can start to go. SPY, I'm looking at the 731s. All right, I want to see a nice push above that level. I'm still respecting it. I'm still giving it some credit that it is resistance. All right, I got to respect it. Palantir coming into play. Palantir. Okay, see Palantir can start to go. Okay, we're getting that break. IW starting to go. Palantir starting to go. SPY starting to go. I want to see a nice hold on those names. Palantir pull back in. Have an alert set right there. No signal yet on Palantir. Okay. SPY, this is resistance. I want to see a nice hold above that level. I got to respect that resistance. Got to respect it. What's going to really help, guys, is a slice below that 20. Okay, so a slice below that 20. See if Palantir can push. Okay, SPY testing that daily open. Look at that trap on IW, guys. No signal on IW. Nice trap on IW. And now look at the VIX bouncing. Just like that. All right, so if we can get below that 20, that's going to give us that breakout. We bounce off 20, gives us that rejection. So no signal on Palantir. No signal on IWM. No signal on SPY. What is happening at 10 a.m.? At 10 a.m. we have consumer confidence and inflation expectation. Consumer confidence and inflation expectation. All right, so now it's 10 minutes away from 10 o'clock. So if you take a trade now, you have to basically factor in. It's either it plays out within the next 9 minutes, or you have to factor in the CPI, the consumer confidence and inflation expectations data. So IW did look appealing. I wanted to see a nice hold, confirmation, no confirmation, slides to the downside. Okay, and also Palantir. So nice way to filter those trades out. If Tesla can hold up PMH, okay, if Tesla can hold up PMH, it does have a little bit of room to go. This window does look appealing to me, especially Tesla when it starts to go, guys. Tesla can cover a lot of ground. That's about a $2 runway. If you can reclaim PMH and get off 730, 373.97. Recapture on a IWM. Resurface back above those highs can possibly present opportunity. Same with Palantir. Hourly, the buyers are trying to pick up that hourly. Look at that wick on the hourly. But they just can't seem to flip that hourly open. So let's see if they can do that in the next 9 minutes. All right, so who's going to use this upcoming data in their favor? All right, so we have a catalyst coming up in the next 9 minutes. Microsoft going. Nvidia looks like it wants to go as well. Nvidia going as well. Took Amazon. Good. Manage accordingly. Good. Okay, now as the VIX approaches 20, we need to slice and dice below 20. If we can break below 20, the SPY's ready to fly into 730.45. Okay, and beyond. If we bounce off 20, SPY gets back to PML. All right, that's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to. Okay, that is what's going to come down to. So, put your predictions in the chat, guys. What do you guys think is going to take place at 10 o'clock? Do we pump or do we dump? All right, so do we reclaim this downside breaker and pump, or do we just dump off resistance into the lows of the day? So I have no horse in the race. Walmart 117.86. Keep a close eye. Amazon looking like it wants to go the other way. If you're looking to short Amazon, hold below pre-market low into 225.55. Okay. So no horse in the race currently. I vote inverse my position. Can you explain why the VIX just inverse? They have an inverse correlation, and the extent of that inverse correlation depends on where the VIX is. Okay, so there's nuance behind that inverse correlation, but generally speaking, there's inverse correlation. Okay. Amazon possibly back to downside. If SPY dumps, Amazon to the downside. So the calls look good, but nothing was there. Just waiting, confirming always gets the job done. So I don't mind going either way, guys. Intraday, don't have a bias. All right. We often say we're not bullish, we're not bearish, we're just opportunists. All right. We're not bulls, we're not bears, we're just opportunists. Intraday. And inflation expectations can impact Amazon, right? Amazon core business retail. Of course, Amazon isn't also the cloud business as well, but retail is a good chunk of their activity. So if you're looking for that break, guys, slice and dice is the requirement. Okay, Palantir coming back into play. Give me a signal. Shockwave. Palantir, I'm looking at the 111 contracts. We need a triple top break. Risk for that trade 110.41 if it comes into play. Okay, we got another break. Can we get a hold? Can we get a hold? Can we get a hold? Okay, VIX slice and dice. That would be great. VIX slice and dice. That would be great. Tesla, keep a close eye on Tesla. If the VIX, if SPY goes, VIX collapses. Palantir and Tesla quickly approaching. If you're looking for reclaims, possible NVIDIA, IWM as well. Tesla, fresh breakout brew on Tesla. All right, so 4 minutes now. So that means if you decide to take a trade, more than likely you have to sit through, unless the move takes place very quickly, you're going to have to sit through this reaction. All right, this reaction. So let us know. Do we dump off the upcoming data or do we pump? Do we dump or do we pump? How are we doing, team? Took Amazon. Okay. Here we go. Right before. Palantir coming into play. Tesla coming into play. Look at the VIX. 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 Look at it. Give me that hold. Give me that hold, Palantir. Just pull back just a little bit in. Just a little bit in. Just a little bit in. Just a little bit. Get that nice little dip. Tesla starting to go as well. Dip back in. Okay, I'll take Palantir right there. I'm in the Palantir calls. First trade of the day. Risk, conservative. SPY starting to go. Look at the VIX. Look at the VIX. Look at the VIX. Look at the VIX. Tesla starting to go. Okay, just like we talked about. SPY. When does SPY break? SPY breaks when what takes place? IWs go on as well. My horse in the race in this case is Palantir. Okay, look at that. It looks like the market just woke up. All right. If you took the calls here, all right, TP1. Palantir no close below these lows. SPY, give me that retest. I can be there. If you timed it and took it with the VIX, good. Oh, here. Palantir pulling back. Tesla also interested in Tesla. Palantir is actually sliding now. See, Tesla can start to slide. Now we're 2 minutes away from the data. NVIDIA, nice pop on NVIDIA. Palantir, I don't want to close below here, guys. Palantir did show me some signs of appreciation. Now it's starting to slide. What's the Dow up to? Tesla, see if Tesla can start to go as well. Palantir falling off a cliff. About to get stopped out. No close. I'll accept the slide, but no close. If you took SPY, good. Now that just took place right before the data. 15 minutes still looks, see if Palantir can recapture that level on the 15. I've seen some selling pressure. Tesla was the one. So now we're less than 60 seconds away from the data. Small caps, flying. Qs, flying. SPY, flying. All right, so now we can get some shaky action here in either direction. Be mindful of that. See if Palantir can resurface. That 15 is still trying to hold up. I don't want to see a doji on that 15. See that 15-minute candle can start to push as close as possible to that entry point. Tesla flying. How we doing, guys? You were probably able to execute that trade before consumer sentiment. All right, consumer sentiment, inflation expectation is here. Here we go. Here's the data. We'll read the data off. Look at the VIX, guys. I want you to primarily focus on the VIX. If you tune into today's game plan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tesla out of here. Scale on Tesla. Okay. See if Palantir can knock out those highs. All right. So we talked about this in detail. Tesla out of here, guys. VIX collapsing. Small caps flying, SPY flying. See if Palantir can resurface. So it looks like I took the wrong horse. My horse should have been on Tesla. Tesla was a better horse than Palantir. Because Tesla is gone. So see if Palantir can pick up this pace. Nvidia starting to push as well. Okay, so let's see what you got for us, Palantir. All right, the data is in. The data, what does the data say? Okay, consumer sentiment, previous reading, 48.9. Forecast, 50, 49.5. So we beat the previous reading, slightly below forecast. Inflation, expectation, previous reading 4.6, actual 4.6. So in line with the previous reading as well. All right. Anyone take Tesla? How we doing, guys? If you took Tesla, if you took SPY, if you took IWM, good. If you end up taking Palantir, just manage accordingly. Nvidia as well. SPY, give me that retest. Palantir, give me that breakout. Palantir, let's go. If it can start to go, it has room at that daily upside breaker. Palantir to get beat up the past few days, so let's see if that sell-off on Palantir is coming to a complete. All right, we need to get above that high though. Tesla, okay, make sure the TP, okay, look at that scale out on Tesla, right to that key level, daily 50% retrace. So these levels do a multitude of things, guys. Not only do they give you the potential entry points, as well as TPs, as well as risk points. So make sure to utilize them the right way. How does Palantir look like on the 5? That 5 is a mess. So I can't sit through a 90 MA test, all right? On the 5. No close below there. All right. That does kind of work into that conservative risk, but nothing more than that. SPY continues to fly. Look at Tesla. You get the calls, scale out. Tesla, that is a $2 move. You can take profits at the 50% retrace. All right. You don't take profits, market will. Nvidia. Same, not the cleanest action, guys, but action nonetheless. Right? There's nothing too clean. There's nothing that's going to just be so clean that it's just going to be so obvious. Okay, they flipped that hourly candle. Okay, we're starting to see some buyers resurface. Just like that, Tesla's back at that entry point for possible double dip. I'm going to babysit Palantir. I'm on babysitting duty here. Nice bounce on Tesla. So whatever you took, guys, congratulations. Good. Walmart the opposite way. That tells us, okay, that risk, we're back on risk on. Bigger picture. This morning we discussed something very, very important. If we're going to see the bulls rally, that's why it's so important to be part of the pre-market prep stream. They need to get drive price above that 731.85 and that PMH. Okay, it's Palantir starting to work. Okay, Palantir, start to go. I head towards that daily upside breaker, ultimate target all the way up there. Had to sit through a little back and forth. Okay, really took some profits off on Palantir early for that quick scalp. That's fine as well. But I'm gonna give this position some time to work. I'm gonna give it into scale out. All right. TP is up 12% if you need to. See if I can get a scale out on Palantir. I want to see a hold above this initial entry point. I want that 15 minutes to get stronger and stronger and stronger as time passes. So 12% opportunity on Palantir to TP. I'm going to forego that TP. I'm looking for scale out, SPY, coming into that PMH. Pre-market high test. This is huge, guys. This is huge for SPY. Tesla, guys. That bounce on Tesla double dip was gorgeous. So if you missed that initial entry, got that double dip with conviction. You're looking good. Index is flying. Palantir, see if you can go. Palantir, protect these highs. Okay, see if the bulls reload off those highs. Amazon is starting to go as well. Amazon calls, keep a close eye there. Q's coming into PMH as well. Amazon, last name to go. Look at this, guys, how quickly things change. The main thing is, today's lesson is how to use the VIX, okay? So a complete breakdown on how to use the VIX in real time. How are we doing on YouTube? How are we doing on YouTube, guys? IWM with my wife. A/DMY, my WM looking good. Good. Palantir starting to slide a little bit. I'll deal with it. Stop me out. Okay, so I'm committed to Palantir. If you take that 12, all right, no more headaches for you. But I'll deal with the headache. Stop me out to get me out of the position. We're starting to see Palantir. See if Palantir can continue to push. That 15 is starting to go shooter. Still has a lot of time left. We're basically at the halfway point of that 15-minute candle. Last name to break was Amazon. Nice retest on Tesla. The Tesla retest was beautiful. Right? Again, continue to take your profits regularly, guys. SPY has a big test coming up here. PMH. All right, does it have enough fuel to get past PMH? We already filled that gap from this morning. Gap from this morning has been filled. Gap from this morning has been filled. Okay, Amazon is starting to go. So it looks like I took the slowest, a sluggish horse. Okay, let's see if Palantir can start to wake up. All the indexes firing to the upside. Amazon retest, Palantir, see if you can continue to push. Okay, keep in mind these are zeros, so again, the longer it takes, the more value it loses, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, Tesla, one of our members calls it Stressla. Right, with Tesla, when it goes, it goes. So you use Shockwave via Tesla. You have to be very, very proficient with Tesla. You take the calls here, ride it for $2, comes back, gives you another entry. Is, hey, you know what? I missed the entry. Okay, guess what? Gives you another one. What's your TP? Healthy TPs, that daily for 50% retrace right there. Okay. So in the last 54 seconds, guys, I want this 5-minute candle on Palantir to close above our initial entry, and best case scenario, get above 111.45. Okay, so it's a game of small victories and big victories. So small victory, close above the zone up here, strikers. Big victory above 111.45. But all I ask is, can it hold this territory? That means that the dip buyers or the break and retest buyers are jumping in. They see some value off of that because it's holding that prior resistance, turning into support. That's what it tells us. And then that gives us a chance to push into that 111.45. All right? Because what I'm looking to take on Palantir is scale out. So I'm looking to get a 1 hour at least on Palantir, or go all the way to that daily upside breaker. Tesla continues to push. Inside candle on the 5 on Palantir, a break of those highs will be continuation. So a decisive break above 111.45 will be crucial. Amazon is the last one to break. Okay, Walmart going the other way. Meta starting to go as well. Apple looks like wants to join the party as well. So a decisive break above those highs, that green line, would be great. SPY's above that PMH. SPY's above it, guys, just like that. Look how quickly things change. Okay, Palantir, hold this area. Okay, see if we can hold that PMH on SPY. That trade on SPY, that required timing. That's a timing-based trade. So using the VIX, getting the break. Right before, look at this, guys, right before. So obviously people are jumping in before consumer sentiment. So by the time consumer sentiment drops, SPY is all the way here. Right, so it just happened right before it. See Palantir can start to push. I want to see a decisive push about 111.45. Okay, that 15 still looks strong on Palantir. We did get some wicks on the top of those candles, but still has some room to the upside. I want this prior resistance to hold. Amazon, gorgeous breakout on Amazon, guys. So all the names: Amazon, Palantir, IWM, Tesla were the names to pay attention to. All of them took off. So as long as Palantir doesn't get below the 110.83, the bulls are in control at this particular time. Okay, on the 5 minute, the bulls are there. SPY, let's see what kind of relationship SPY builds with this PMH. Is it a break and retest, or comes into it, slices right back under it? Palantir get a pump. How we doing, strikers? How we doing, guys? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let me put it on the big screen, actually. It's hard to see here. How we doing? How we doing? IWM worked out. Quickie out. Beautiful. Palantir 15%. Good TP. Joe P. 38% Tesla. Beautiful job, Devil Dog. That's how we do it, guys. Good, good, good. One stop and one TP. Good, good, good. Took Amazon. Good, good, good. All right, Palantir. Can we go? So that data is starting to kick in. So we need Palantir to speed up a little bit. Start to speed up a little bit. That'd be great. Okay, so you can see that decisive break there on SPY. Once SPY flew, once IWM flew, everything started to fly. Okay, Palantir up 17%. I want to see a hold above 111.45. I want to see a hold above that. Okay, we start wicking a little bit. There's a lot of sellers up top, but there's buyers at the bottom as well. So there's a classic grind higher. So you get a nice push back above 111.45. Give me a scale out Palantir. That 15 minute looks good. For the next minute, Palantir hold above 111.25, especially 111.45. Those are previous highs. Okay, up 17, up 21 on Palantir. Go, 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 Palantir. Go, go, go. I'm gonna take a majority off right there at 19, 20%. All right, just to get compensated down to runners. All right, I want to get compensated on my time. Taking a majority off on Palantir, 20%. Okay, we'll hold runners here. All right, just to get compensated, just to secure a little profit there. All right, see if the runners can get to their final destination. All right. They did make me sit through a lot of back and forth. So again, got to pay for the time. Make the market pay for your time. All right, so at least I want this 111.45 to hold in pursuit of those highs. And I don't want these runners to go negative, okay? So I'll give them maybe a 5% buffer. Structurally hold about 111.45. So end up TPing on Palantir 19-20%. In this case, SPY holding above that PMH would be favorable for Palantir. It won't hurt. It will help the case. If we get back below 111.45 and close below there, I'll get rid of Palantir. So you go more push. Okay. I'm out of Palantir. All right. So change in the plan. Take a majority off 19%. Close those runners. Taking some time to go because there's other opportunities I can look for. If you're still in Palantir, it still looks good. The 15 looks good. Maybe it might be a good thing that I cut it. Okay. We know the running joke. As soon as I cut it, this thing takes off. All right, but I'm good with that. All right, so thank you very much, Palantir. The Palantir didn't even really take off like everyone else. To be honest, our Palantir didn't take off like everybody else. It's just grinding a little slow. Time going. Meta taking off. So retest on Amazon. Tesla is out of here. I want the retest on SPY. That's going to require a structural breakdown. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay, so now. Okay, this morning we discussed the importance of not just going short off the open. Okay, that's why it's so important, guys. A pre-market prep stream. Now we're above PMH. If we can hold above PMH, we have that daily for 50% retrace. That's it. And then a potential engulfing candle can be on the horizon on the daily. We're at that 50 EMA, guys. We just reclaimed the 50 EMA on the hourly, on the daily. 50 EMA is right here. Okay, I'm going to make this very bright yellow so you can see. Okay, so there's daily buyers. There's intraday buyers. All right, so now do we have enough fuel to get past the 730 and 740 territory? Tesla said good morning and left the station. Meta breaking out as well. 22% Tesla. Beautiful. SPY calls out. Beautiful. Good. Who's done for the day, guys? Who's done for the day? Let's try to get the work done within the first hour. Try to get the work done. Folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We have 200 plus people joining us this morning. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe on our journey to 6K subs. All right, so let's see. PMH, that's the level we have here. Journey to 6K, road to 6K subs. So I like that cut on Palantir. I mean, I wanted to go more, but just running out of fuel. Tesla was the one. All right. So we still got our piece. So I'm still content with that. But Tesla was the one. Okay. If we can get 100 likes before 10:30, guys, you know the drill. We will do a giveaway. I'll be giving away my Getting Started Day Trading course. All right. So take a minute and hit the thumbs up button on the stream. This does tremendous things for our stream, guys. This is what keeps the stream available to you guys at no cost. A like and a subscribe. All right, it's $69 just the monthly option, but you get live. Yes, $69. Yeah. So everything is $69. All right, that's that. The price increase is coming. The price increase that's coming, guys. I tried to keep the price as low as possible for the longest. Very, very low. All right, so our biggest price increase is coming very, very soon. All right, so make sure to lock in. If you do join, if you're in, you're grandfathered in. So if you're a member, for the life of your membership, you'll never see a price increase. Okay, you're automatically grandfathered in. All right, so there are people who've locked in last year this time, and they paid $20, $24 a month. All right, so we're gradually bringing the price higher. So again, that's why it's so important to, if you're sure, execute, lock in. All right. The principles of inflation apply, but not to our members. They pay the same price, month over month, year over year, whatever the plan is for the lifetime of their membership. NVIDIA giving a nice little retest there. All right, there's a few more spots, so lock. Just make sure to take advantage. Once that's filled up, it's filled up. How we doing on Google Meets, guys? Amazon runaway train. Tesla, if you can give me a retest Tesla, I'll be there. Boot camp, no official date on the boot camp yet. I know we've been talking about boot camp. But that will be announced very soon. Just hang tight. So if you're in Palantir, you're still in profit. You're sitting back and forth. The only thing I'll tell you is there are zeros. So the longer it takes All right, the more of a move you need to the upside, and the less of a move it takes. Look at this bounce off that PMH. The less of a move it takes. Look at that push on NVIDIA, guys. Just like that, instantaneously into PMH. Okay, buying continues. Palantir, slow grind higher. I decided to jump ship at 19. Good, good, good. 22. And just like that, team, 50% retrace right here. So bullish engulfing candle on the daily on the horizon as the daily buyers start stepping in. So the bulls are using this data. All right. It's taking complete advantage of it. If we get above this level, guys, we can really start to push into that weekly upside breaker. All right, so the bears are going to do everything they can to defend this territory. All right. So they're basically playing goal line defense. Okay. Okay, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. Take a minute, smash the like button. One trade for the day today, Palantir. Some great other trades took place. Okay, tremendous ideas. Tesla, Amazon, NVIDIA. Those all went. But the primary thing is, team, if you tuned in from the pre-market all the way until, so from 9 a.m. all the way until 10 o'clock, all right, that 1 hour window, okay, breaks down how to properly use the VIX, right? So instead of making a video on how to use it in a controlled environment, right, seeing it take place in real time will help the information resonate significantly better than any kind of video I can create in a controlled environment where I do chart replay and I say if this happens because it's controlled. All right, once that 20 was given up and this resistance was broken, we were out of here. Okay, you take NVIDIA, where are you going to take your profits? At PMH. All right, so this week or this entire month, guys, it's been the test has been to keep you sharp, make you sharp. The importance of being sharp. Hopefully, you guys are learning that. All right, so the importance of being sharp, diligent in your TPs, diligent in your stops. Right here, for instance. Okay, messy chart. There's not going to be a lot of clean charts on the one. That's not the environment. Okay, but you still can find ways to capitalize off the opportunities. Right? You take the calls. Where's your target? Right here, PMH. Matter of fact, it happened so quick. Okay, $1 move in 2 minutes. All right, look how quickly that took place. So, being sharp is going to help you navigate these conditions. Okay, Palantir about to trigger those highs to continue if anyone's holding those runners. If you have further dated contracts, you probably can sit through that. All right. So you get that break above that 111.77 on Palantir. Amazon continues to go. So buyers protecting. They're buying at this PMH. And this PMH coincides with this trend line support. So if you're looking for a structural shift, this support has to be shifted. So where's my high interest point for SPY? Right here. Down here. All right, down here. Okay, guys. NVIDIA, see if NVIDIA can continue to make one more push above that PMH. Qs, IWM, you name it, all the indexes are pushing. Okay, buyers decided all week. Okay, they decided to not buy yesterday. Let the dust settle. Let the GDP and PCE data come in, and then once that settles, sitting at that 50 MA on the daily, buy it up. Okay, so first shift, that'll be the first trade on first shift. So first shift is in the books. We're 4 minutes away. Let us know you're in first shift, guys. If you're green on first shift, you can be done for the week. All right. Unless the market does something else it hasn't been doing this entire time, we're more than likely to start to chop around in first shift. And second shift, I should say. All right. Slow grind higher or some chop. Slow grind higher or chop. Okay. So let us know how you did during the first hour, guys. If you're done, how many trades you took. Do you buy options using TradeView? No, I use my broker, Webull. I use a broker. So Palantir, if you sat through that to finally get a scale out. Actually, Palantir might have been a scenario. Well, one adjustment one pro tip that I'll give, if you're trading those zeros, being fast with the TPs and re-engaging might be the best approach. So what I mean by that is, okay, you get that nice little pop. When that pop comes in, double digit, you take it. Instead of getting the pop for 12 to 17%, 20%, and then sitting through more drawdown and then it going back up. Okay, you can double. There will be you can double dip. So take your profits. If it comes back in, double dip. All right, and then if you want to sit through the whole thing, maybe buy yourself some time. All right, just some advice there. All right, so just one thing to consider. Palantir's headed towards that daily upside breaker. So Palantir took some time. So big test. So if SPY is going to potentially get above that 50% retrace of the daily, we need to slice and dice under 19 on the VIX. Okay, no hesitation. I mean, everything already went, guys. And if we get above here, decisively, we have a lot of room to the upside. But we need to earn, okay, this area. So we're just jammed in here for now. How do I? So this is my indicator. That's how you get the TP1, TP2s, and it tells you where to take the calls. All right, where to scale out. This is the indicator. So this indicator, to put it on TradingView, you have to purchase the indicator. All right, so it tells you when to take the calls, when to TP, when to scale out. If you're on the key level indicator, if you're in the community, you have access to the key level indicator. Okay, you have access to it for 60 days. It comes with your membership. So you're not going to be able to find this indicator unless you purchase it on TradingView. So look at all the indexes, guys. XLK is $1 above VWAP. XLY 59 cents above VWAP. XLC, 30 cents above VWAP. SMH, $2 above VWAP. So semiconductors leading the way. There you go, Palantir. Anyone held through Palantir? All right. So first shift is officially in the books, guys. One trade during first shift, Palantir. Lots of opportunities during first shift. If you capitalize off into those opportunities, congratulations. All right, very, very efficient and effective first shift. Lots of opportunities took place. Tesla, Amazon, Palantir. NVIDIA present an opportunity, Meta as well. Of course, SPY and IWM as well on the index front, as well as the Qs. So make some notes in your journal. So again, first shift, what did we get? We got some data. We opened up below prior day's lows. We had the major resistance. The VIX 20 was critical. We got to reclaim that resistance, slice and dice below the 20 on the VIX. That leads us to get this parabolic push to break above that pre-market high. All right, so one trade on Palantir, and Palantir continues to push to the upside. So if you decided to hold through, and your eyes were set, your mind was set on TP1, it eventually gave you that TP1. Right, but what did you have to hold through? You had to hold through a lot of time. You had to hold through a little back and forth. Initially, there was some drawdown behind it as well, but once it got to the positive side, there was minimal drawdown. All right, so let us know what you did during the first shift, how many trades you took. Do a quick mental check. It's been a long week. All right, I know the action has not been easy, but navigating these conditions, okay, is going to be critical. You're going to be grateful for this kind of environment in hindsight, because it's making you a sharp trader. So unless you're sharp, unless you're precise, it's very difficult, okay, it's very difficult to get out of this on the positive side. Right? If you're engaging every day, you're not going to beat the market by accident. You're not going to beat the market by guessing. Right? There's going to have to be some strategy. There's going to have to be some method in which you do that. All right? So if you're having a hard time, okay, the market is just showing you some areas you can improve. All right? It's giving you a chance. Okay? It's showing you areas you can improve. And if you can improve those areas, right, not a lot of times do you get to see those areas where you improve when the conditions are easier. When the conditions are simple and it's just you buy calls, you buy puts, and it goes in your favor very easily, all right, you're not learning much. Yes, you're milking the market, you're capitalizing off the opportunities, you're getting rewarded for your risk, right? But there isn't any adjustments you're making, because that season is not going to last. That's just a window. And then now, when the season changes and you adopted that line of thinking, everything you made gets taken back and some. All right, and a new season comes up. And during that season, if you're frustrated, if you get stopped out, if you're in a trade, you're right in the trade, you don't take profit, you're wrong, and then now you add to your position. But it's giving you an opportunity. It's exposing those vulnerabilities in your game. So there's two things you can do. Okay, there's one thing is you get back in the lab, you look to make the adjustments, and the other thing is you just ignore. You ignore it, and you just try to push forward. And if you have that ignore, push forward kind of mindset, all right, the market is going to liquidate your account. All right, that's not going to work. You cannot impose your will on the market. All right, you cannot impose your will and tell it what to do. Okay, so that's the kind of approach you want to have if you're struggling during this time. If you're thriving during this time, if you're finding a stride during this time, okay, if you're precise during this time, if you're close to break even, if you're green, that means you're doing something right during the hardest conditions. All right, so continue to do that. Continue to refine. Continue to look for areas to improve, and that's what we use the weekends for, guys. All right, that's what we use the weekends for. All right, so first shift is in the books. All right, so this week, despite the action, despite the mess, despite the chop, has been a great week. But you have to see it through. You have to trust your process. You have to trust your system. Okay, trust your process. Trust your system. Okay, you have to exercise self-control, and you'll be just fine. Apple, last one to go. All right, that's how we navigate, guys. This channel, we started this channel. This channel was birthed in the fire. All right, so we did the streams for some time in 24. So for those of you who joined during that time, you're the OG viewers. And then we came back in 25. Okay, situation took place behind the scenes, came back 25. And guess what? When we came back, it was right in the tariff fiasco. All right, and I'm thankful it wasn't during that. I was thankful it was during that time. All right, because now the people who are there, the people who are watching, the people who are dedicated to the process, get to learn in the most difficult conditions. All right. All right. If you're born in the most difficult conditions, that can be, if you have the right way to frame it, that can be the biggest advantage. It's only easier from here. It's only going to get better from there, right? So whatever conditions we navigate through, summer, we were navigating through the tariffs. We're on the verge of World War 2.5, World War 3 not too long ago. That was a big thing this year, all right? The entire world was on eggshells. Don't forget, we navigated through that. So whatever the market throws at us, guys, right, or whatever the market throws at you, you have to have a response. You have to have a response. And if you don't have a response at that particular time, okay, that's going to show you what kind of response you should have. Say if you lose during that time, say if you get liquidated during that time, it happens. Now you know. If you're committed to the game, now you know, okay, I got that. I paid tuition to learn that lesson. That's the mentality it's going to take, guys, especially if you're playing this for the long run. If you're just playing this for the short term, it's just you got to make quick money, get in and out. If it's just a hobby, okay, trading is the worst hobby to have. It's too stressful. It takes your money. It exposes your vulnerabilities that you're uncomfortable with, so stay away from it. Find a hobby that's more pleasing. So it's either you're all in the process, or you don't even touch it at all. If you're anywhere in between, okay, you're gonna get chopped up. All right, anywhere in between, like we say, right? In the middle, it's a riddle. So you have to know why you're doing this. What's the point behind it? Okay, keep in mind, we're doing this because this is a means to an end. Candlesticks, key levels, reactions, support, resistance, you name it, whatever system this is just a means to an end. Okay, just a means to an end. All right, to leverage your time, all right, and to consistently take profits out of the market so you can do something else. If you can solve that, you can do something else. What is that something else? Your God-given purpose. Okay. So Palantir, nice push about that daily upside breaker. Where do you take? Look again. Okay. Palantir. Okay. Of course, I jump ship here. I jump ship right here. It comes back. It starts to fuel back up for about 19%. Gave the runners a little room. I don't want them to go back to zero. I closed out about 3, 4, 5%. And then now it fuels back up. Where does it go to? That daily upside breaker. TP1. This is your TP. You don't want a TP there. That's up to you. But you have to be comfortable. So if I was up 20%, that's probably a 45 to 65% trade. If you take this entry here. Now the 45, 65% appreciation quickly evaporates. This goes down to 10, 15%. So if you have no plans and sitting through that, right, follow the TP guide. Follow the key levels. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, it's better. What's better? Is it better to walk away with something? Put in the chat. Is it better to walk away with some profit and live with FOMO? All right, but you still got your piece. You got your 20%, but say it goes 100%. But live with the FOMO, or is it better to be up 20%? Okay, and get stopped out 40, 50%, and maybe potentially add to that position. All right. So which one is a better problem to have? You can't eradicate all the problems in this game. So it's basically, which one do you want to deal with? Do you want to deal with FOMO from time to time, from constantly taking profits? Or do you want to deal with not taking profits and getting stopped out and going from green to red and being potentially forced to make bad decisions after the trade? Okay, so you have to choose what you're okay with dealing with. I'm okay with the FOMO. Some trades I'm going to cut, and they're just going to go parabolic. I'll deal with it. If I can get my small piece, like if I can get my crumbs, I'm okay with that. But over time, sometimes guess what? You will be there when it goes parabolic. If you're just consistently playing the game. Sometimes the home runs just come to you. If you're going for singles, right? Base hits, and you're just refining your process. Sometimes you hit it, perfect ball comes, you hit a home run. As opposed to trying to hit a home run every single day. Okay, so good. Always take profit. Yep. See profit, take profit. Don't be wrong for long is the motto. All right, so now chop. Okay, we know the drill. Chop. Second shift, chop. All right. How we doing? 1035 GX update. Thank you for the update, Jake. As always, adjustments are essential for me. Was and is respecting the system 100%. System, discipline. I went full casino mode yesterday and that defends my right here. $80 shot. Any live for too much pressure on myself. Casino mode. Small tuition. Yeah, so don't give up, guys. And deep down, internally, we know what the improvement is. We know what that thing that is just lingering. It's almost like that one thing, just like our nature, our human nature, right? It's like bondage. It's like a default setting, whatever the cause may be. All right. Sometimes it gets very deep. It can be something as simple, something as I won't even say simple. So it can be sometimes elements of self-sabotage. Right. Believe it or not, winning can be more uncomfortable than losing if you don't train yourself to have that winning mindset. Right? There's a lot of pressure that comes with it. Losing, okay, I just lost. I tried, I gave my shot, but when you start to win, okay, the pressure cranks up. You have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. You have to be accountable to your system, to yourself. All right, to lose, there's nothing. And sometimes what happens are some elements of self-sabotage start to sneak in and won't even allow us to win. And we start to do these other things to block ourselves from winning, to avoid going down that route. So sometimes it takes a lot of deep introspection. That's what I noticed as well. So in the beginning stages of my journey, what I noticed is I was very comfortable in drawdown and uncomfortable when I was green. And that was a turning point for me, one of the turning points. Right? And I tried to find out why. So if I was down 40%, 50%, 60%, my mentality automatically goes to, I'll just see what happens. No big deal. I'm losing X amount. But the minute I was up 20, 30, 40%, I was uncomfortable. Right? So when you start to peel back the layers, guys, this stuff gets really, really, really deep. Right? It starts to really, really get deep. Right? So a lot of these things you have to unlearn, see what the primary cause is, and just continue to tell yourself that you're built different. This is what you're meant to do. Right? It's just transactions. It's just the cost of doing business. All I can focus on process. Right? That's when process starts to kick in. Right? Because the process keeps you in bounds. That's all it does. Right? The process just keeps you on the straight and narrow. That's all it does. And that's the hardest path, guys. The hardest path is the narrow path. And the path to profitability is a very narrow path. It's not this wide 8-lane highway. It's almost like it's like a tightrope. And process keeps you on that rope. Okay, so thank you for sharing, Tuhin, as always. I know you can do it. If you can get that close once, you can do it once again. Just make the proper adjustments. Get to the root cause. And with these evals, guys, one advice that I would give is after you blow an account, or if you blow an account, do not reset the same day. Okay? After you blow an account, do not reset the same day. Because that urgency to reset is your primitive brain. You're no longer operating out of, you're no longer thinking straight. You're on tilt mode. You're on full gamble mode. And that's exactly where the firms want you to be. And that's the honest truth, guys. All right, they want you to go on the cycle where you have an account for some time, you try to pass it, and then for some reason it just blows up. After it blows up, that same night, that same day, you reset 5 accounts. Right? So if you are trading those prop firms, guys, you have to know how it works. So it's very important. After blowing up, give yourself at least a 24-hour cool-off period. And if you feel the urgency to reset at the same moment, all right, recognize, all right, where that urge is coming from. That urge is coming from the gambling part of the brain, the tilt side of the brain. All right, so just be cautious of that, guys. A SPY, nice little bounce on SPY. See if you can break this resistance here. I'll wait until July, exactly. So with those props, you have to be very systematic. And say, I'm going to trade one, because they make it seem, again, the prop industry, guys, it's an industry on its own. I have no problem with people capitalizing off opportunities. All right, so I'm an opportunist. If there's an opportunity, you can capitalize off it ethically. Right? But the entire prop industry, okay, is the same thing as the casino model. Right? The entire prop industry is built on you losing. That's how it's built. Okay, so the staff get paid on you losing. The C-suite get paid when you lose. That's how they pay their bill. That's how the entire company pays the employees' bills. That's how it pays for its overhead, by you losing. So does that mean there's no way for you to win? No, there are ways you can penetrate the system, but it has to be very, very tactical. Because the minute Okay, there's a percentage. Say if a prop firm has 100,000 people trading it monthly, and the average payout from those 100,000 people is 1%. Right? If that percentage starts to go to like 30, 40, even 20, 30%, right? They're not going to pay people out. So when you when you get the profit split, you're getting someone else's loss. The time you get a payout is you're getting paid with someone else's loss. All right, so it's very gamified. So you have to have a very, very strategic approach. Is there an opportunity for traders to capitalize off it? Absolutely. Which traders are going to win? The ones who know how to trade. The ones who trade properly, the ones who have a system, they'll find success eventually. But the ones looking to possibly entertain opportunity think it's easier because it only costs $100. Right? It's not. And the rules are designed. Okay, it's almost like when you think of warranties. Right? Notice a warranty, that there's a sweet spot for a warranty. Once the warranty runs out, whatever you bought starts to break down. Right? They know the sweet spot. So all those rules are in place just to get you as close as possible to you getting over the edge and then collapsing. Right? It's like if you buy a new phone. You have Apple Care for a certain amount of months. All right? You have it for a year, whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is. Or if it's an appliance. All right? I always opt out of those things, but an example. So you buy a new fridge. Okay, you pay $500 for warranty, extended warranty for 2 years. So you have a fridge with a TV on it, whatever the case may be. First 2 years, no problem with the fridge. Okay? 2 years and 1 day, the screen has an issue. Right? So same thing. That's a great adjustment to it. So everything is kind of going, guys. If price can come back into this territory, I'll be there for it. If Apple can possibly come back, there can be something there. If Tesla can come back, if everything is just gone, there's nothing for me to do. All right. So for you guys as well. Yeah, Palantir was waiting. Yeah, 100%, Freddie. You end up taking Palantir. If you did, you got some profits. Good. Done for the day, small green, but grateful for green. On the week, tremendous job, Rob, on getting green on the week. That's a huge accomplishment. Congratulations. Keep my profits running away. Yep, run as far away as possible. God bless you too. Self-sabotage is real. I'm going to call it a day. Green, good job. 66B. For what it's worth, you still feel uncomfortable at 20-30%. Yeah, I like to take the profits. Right? Because the recipe is take profit frequently. Be quick to be wrong. If you follow that recipe, and also understanding sometimes in trading the perception of reality is warped. 20% of return of your capital in 5 minutes is unheard of. Right? So, but the industry has told you that 500, 600, 700% returns are normal. Right, 20%. Now we have one of our traders who has a rule: 10% of the account every day, around 10% of the account every day, withdrawing every 15 days. Right, complete system. Right. I did 3 times 1 day. Let's get 100 viewers. Absolutely, guys, smash the like button. All right, so SPY just chopping around, second shift chop. So for this week, the theme has been this, guys. We're gonna continue to hold on to this theme. First shift, Okay, we make a move if there's no catalyst. First shift has a move. At some point in time in first shift, there's a move. Second shift, we trade with inside first shift. Third shift, maybe we expand outside of second shift, targeting first shift highs and lows. Okay, and possibly just retrace back in. So it's basically first shift and third shift. But third shift, now you're trading the lunch hour, which is a significant slowdown unless a catalyst hits the newsfeed, or unless a headline hits the newsfeed. Okay, so just one trade for me today. Looks like the trade of the day might have been Tesla, guys. So you caught Tesla. You're laughing to the bank. If you miss Tesla, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't try to chase it. Okay, where's TP2? TP2 coincides perfectly with that key level. Okay, take the calls there. For me, it came down between Tesla and Palantir. So, all right. So I picked a horse. My horse still got me something, but this horse was significantly faster. All right, a trade like this on Tesla, the TP1 monster move, guys. Okay, Tesla. No real drawdown on Tesla as well. Okay, $5 move on Tesla. All in all, so okay, do you have to catch this entire $5 move? You can. But what's the likelihood of you catching this entire move? Very low. But at least you can extract 40, 50, 60% out of Tesla in under 10 minutes. Okay, so Tesla, nice move on Tesla. Service now. 2 hit. I'll see you at the end of the day. So I'll see you at the end of the day for service now, or to swing calls on SPY now. Service now, a nice little pump on service now. Is that catalyst related? Maybe news. If that's just a technical bounce, okay, it needs to break right here. So it needs to shift that structure. See if you can hold above that breakout. Okay, so maybe get above that weekly open, decisively hold above that 95 cycle level in pursuit of that 100 into next week. So if you're looking to swing it, all right, see if you can hold this key zone right here. So it's either you take the break, of course that's no longer there. You wait for it to come into this area, start to push back a little bit, come for a retest, push back up. All right, so you can look for entry point off that retest. This break entry point is already gone, right? That's behind us. Okay. And the next entry point is if we get that continued momentum, break here, and then a flag compression break above those highs, using that key zone for entry point in this territory into that 100. All right, so a couple of entry points there available. The retest would be available, and the decisive break above those levels, expansion above it, come back, revisit it, potential flag, EMAs converging that key zone, push back the upside, pursuing this quarterly downside breaker at 98, eventually that 99, and then there came something there. All right, even for SPY does look interesting. I want to see what SPY looks like at the end of the day. At the end of the day, SPY, I might have to shoot a shot on some SPY swings. All right, very small size, off the 50. We know what takes us off the 50. Okay, if we can hold up in this area. Next Friday's contracts, maybe Wednesday's contracts. Nothing too long can possibly come into play. Because on the daily, it only makes sense in hindsight. Okay, in hindsight it makes sense. In hindsight, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Everyone's a genius in hindsight. But based on what we've been doing here, let's just zoom out just for a minute here. Okay, here we go. So this is SPY. That red line is at 50 EMA. Last time we came to this 50, we got this bounce. We came to this 50 once again. immediately we're getting a bounce. If we can hold up, right, there can be a case, there can be a thesis for us to maybe push off of this and work our way into this bullish case, to push off this and work our way back into the jaws of this gap mid next week. Okay, in that case, what would be an invalidation marker? Your invalidation marker would be, okay, you know what, we did get that bounce, did show some signs of life, and then we collapsed back onto the 50 going into next week, and then we continue to sell off for 5%. Your validation marker is 50 is holding. Okay, now I'm going to try to pursue it to the upside. Okay, so there's nothing that's going to be 100%, guys. Nothing's going to be 100%. So this is the last test, because 2 weeks from now, in the case we're at all-time highs 2 weeks from now, let's just create a hypothetical. 2 weeks from now, in the case we're at all-time highs, you're going to look at this chart and say, oh, another 50 MA test. That was so obvious. So question becomes, okay, the number one question for the thesis you're trying to build back the upside is, am I okay? Okay, is this upside appreciation worth risking? Okay, a continued push to the downside. If so, how much time do I want to give this push to the upside from the contract side? In the event that if this doesn't take place, where is my invalidation marker? Okay, that's the way you want to. That's the way you want to think. All right, and then you shoot your shot. You shoot your shot. You're sized in accordingly, and you let it play out. Service now. Let me take a look at it. Bigger picture. We get a nice little pop on Service Now here. Is there any news on Service Now? Where's Service Now here? Let me see. I'm trying to pull up that tab here. 3 days ago, strategic partnership helps ServiceNow scale enterprise AI adoption. ServiceNow gets an AI governance win. It's a little old, but okay. Yeah, ServiceNow. Get a nice little pop off that support. Okay, so ServiceNow, look at that nasty rejection off that 200. So if you're going to look to potentially push ServiceNow at the upside, if you're building that bullish case, bullish thesis, right? Gravitation back towards 50 EMA on the daily and that 100 psychological level. All right, that's the ultimate. That's basically the runway. Okay, that's the runway. All right, so enough buyers pick this up off of this level, get some follow through, hold above that 95, between 95 and that 100. A nice little runway in pursuit of that 50 MA on the daily. All right, so just a small tradable window. All right, because there can be some traders trying to go short here. So let it get that pop, get that drop back into resistance. All right, so that's going to be your target. So it is trending to the downside. So this is more of a dip buy low type of scenario. All right, so that's worth considering if it makes sense to you. What is appropriate stop loss to set? It depends. It depends on what you're trading, how you're trading. All right, and it depends on your recovery rate as well. Is it a day trade? Is it a swing trade? Right, day trade, if you have a stop between 10-20%, okay, that's feasible. Swing trade, you can't have a stop 10% on a swing trade. All right, so swing trade, you have to have a stop upwards of 30%, 40%, sometimes 50%. Because swing trade, you're looking to capture 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% plus trades. Therefore, you have to take wider risk. Right, your risk has to be a little wider to give you some breathing room. All right, so swing trades, naturally, they need wider stops because you control less. All right? You don't know what can take place overnight, so you give yourself more room, more margin of error. Intraday trading, keep your stops tight because you control the minute you buy, the minute you sell. There's no period where you can't do anything. You have full control from that aspect. Swing trade, once it closes and it gaps down or gaps up, whether it works in your favor or works against you, there's nothing you can do until the market opens up. So naturally, I'm going to have a wider stop with those swings and wider targets with those swings. So if you have a 50% stop on a swing, okay, more than likely you're not going to take TP at 10%. Can you? You can, but if you're looking to do that long term, that's not going to get the job done. Because even at a 90% win rate, you're still negative. So your stop is 50, you take TP at 10. Your stop is 50, you take TP at 10. Right? If you extrapolate that over a course of 100 trades, it's not going to work. So you have to have a proper risk-reward measure. So if you extrapolate it over the course of 100 trades, okay, this is profitable. All right? Look at that, guys. Let me screenshot that. All right. One of our members, all right, dropping some gems. All right. My setup is the TP 50%. My setup is TP 50%, stop 10%. On Webull, as soon as the price goes above 10%, set the stop above the buy line. All right. So once it goes above 10%, so that means you're automatically risk off. If it does come back in, you're taking a very, very small loss, or in this case, break even or even green. Then as it starts to work, you move it up. Grow 250K by 5% daily, 12.5K. Okay, pay the trader every Friday. Okay, turn it into work, guys. Okay, you have to, if you have a lot of capital that you made in your account, take a payment. Of course, you have to set some aside for tax, but take a payment. When you take the first payment, it will make it feel like a job. It will make it feel real. Right? Because it's all virtual, all 10%, 20%, 50%, all this stuff. It doesn't feel real because you didn't put the money in your pocket yet. Once you do that, okay, a lot of things will change. And just reset your account to baseline. And so you're just constantly using the same amount of capital. You're recycling the same thing and just extracting. And you basically built a business. Okay, and you have full autonomy. All right, so tremendous job, Dre. That's an awesome system. All right. If you continue to, just imagine if you compound that for 5 years. All right, out of here. And that's the power, guys. Once you start to unleash the power after those long nights, after those losses, after the learning, going left, going right, going up, going down, when you finally find it, okay, everything is a small. Okay. So it's 11:10, guys. If you have any questions, let us know in the chat. It's been a long week. How are we doing, strikers? We'll do the end of stream poll here shortly. There's nothing here for me to really do. We do have some compression here. So it looks like Tesla was the trade of the day. Tesla and Amazon. I took Palantir. Palantir got the job done. If you caught Tesla, if you caught Palantir, whatever you caught, whether it's SPY. All right. Tremendous job. If you showed up every single day this week, hopefully found value. That's 5 days. All right. At least 3 hours a day. That's 15 plus hours, guys. So hopefully you're making those incremental improvements, okay? Right, incremental improvements. Don't strive for massive, massive changes. Just small improvement every day. Okay, it's not even noticeable. It's not even noticeable until you look back a month. You look back, maybe even a month won't even be noticeable. You look back a quarter. Okay, then you'll start to see the difference. All right, so the routine is here. So nice little pump during first, chop, chop second, compression. So we've seen this story before. We've heard the song before. Meta, oh my, Meta's gone. Looks like Meta's emerging, headed towards a 50 MA on the daily, on the hourly, 50 MA coming up. Walmart, a little messy there. Tesla hovering above that 19. Hovering above that 19. I'm going to take a quick coffee refill break. I'm also going to grab my charger. It looks like we had some audio issues yesterday with our playlist. We'll try again today, and we'll be back. So if we get to 150 likes, guys, between now and at 12 o'clock, we will do a giveaway. We'll be giving away the Get a Start Day Trading course. If you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is pinned up top. All right, just a few spots left. Once those are filled, you have to wait all the way until July. All right, so I'll take a quick coffee refill break right before second shift comes to an end. Once second shift comes to an end, what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to jump to the 5. All right, since it's so choppy, we're going to jump this chart to the 5. I don't want you to get caught up in the noise. We can still trade the 1, but I want you to be able to see the forest and the trees, okay? So we'll jump to the 5. You notice the adjustment. We jump to the 15 here. All right, so we have to make those adjustments based on the conditions. Okay, so we're testing this nice key zone there. What kind of response do we get? We shall see. We've been jammed between this key zone and that key zone up there. Pretty significant move to the upside. If we can come back into this area, there can be an opportunity for me to possibly come out of retirement from. But outside of that, guys, there's nothing. I'll be done for the week. So if this can come into play between now and 12, I'll give it some consideration for the retest. If not, we're just going to observe. We're just going to answer questions. We're just going to provide coverage and then wrap it up. You're welcome, BLR 1982. All right, so we'll be right back in just a second.
End of the week now. Market's still breathing. Agree to take your whole account if you let it. Friday ain't the day to prove something. It's the day to protect something. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size, clean mind. Live to trade life. Only one bad play. Take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speaking. Ramp down Friday, market move slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Seen traders up green by Thursday night, then revenge trade Friday. Now they count on ice. A whole week solid, then emotion took real. Now they forcing every setup that don't even look real. Market got rhythm, gotta move at the pace. Friday got traps hitting all over the place. Low volume fake ups, lunchtime drift. One headline drop and your whole trade shifts. So breathe when you enter. Patience, your mental. Don't need templates just to feel like a winner. Sometimes the best trade, really no trade. Close the laptop, protect what you made. Cause the market gon' open again Monday morning. No need for heroics when the candle's still forming. You already won if you stay disciplined. Consistency worth more than adrenaline. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size cream, I lift the trade light. Don't let one bad play, take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, market boots slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself race when the week run dry. Everybody wanna screenshot profits. Nobody posts when they overtrade losses. Ego in the market get humble real fast, especially Friday when momentum don't last. So cut the size down maybe half the day. Protect the mental, let the pressure fade. Cause overconfidence dangerous too, especially after a strong week carry you. Green week cool, never serve the game. Don't agree, turn sunshine into rain. This game marathon, not a quick limp. Survival first before championship. Trade lighter, think sharper, move wiser, not harder. The sniper don't spray every candle he see. Wait for alignment in her probability. So if the setup weak, let it breathe. No FOMO, entries off social feeds. Cause peace hit different when the weekend clean. No stress on your chest when the profits redeem. Yeah, some of the best traders know when to slow down. Friday ain't about getting rich. It's about staying rich mentally. Protecting your edge, protecting your peace. Yeah. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size clean line, live the trade life. Don't let one bad play, pick the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, market boot slit. One bad candle, make a young man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Play yourself first when the week run dry. Trade safe, trade smart. Trade safe, trade smart, trade smart.
Mama used to ask me why I stayed up so late. Staring at them candles like they choosing my fate. Laptop light glowing all across the room. Trying to make a way before the rent come due. Had dreams bigger than the town I was in. But pressure make it hard just to trust within. Everybody see the wins on the green days. Nobody see the tears on the red days. Nobody see the losses I was hiding inside. All the nights I questioned God and my whole life. Would've quit 100 times if it wasn't for faith. Cause David had valleys before giants got slayed. It ain't it funny how the strongest look calm, even while it carrying the weight through the storm. Used to think success was catching every big move. Now I know survival just mean knowing when to lose. On the red days, I still pray. Thank God kept me through it, heartbreak, walk valley, fall giant, still standing even through the silence. And one day we gon' smile at all this pain. A special makeover from the rain. Yeah, grandma said, boy, don't let money control you. Kept it matter more when the world don't know you. That hit different after blowing them trades. Humility came after ego got flamed. See the market teach lessons like scripture do. Pride come quick when the winds get huge. And one bad week make you question your gift. Like Peter in the water when his clothes get slipped. Friends stopped calling cause they didn't understand. charts and trading planes, but every dream requires sacrifice and pain. Even Joseph had presents before the rain. Now I see allowances, wasn't really losses. God was building wisdom through every process. Had to learn patience, had to slow down, had to lose myself before I got found. Through the valley, I learned who I was. Not every closed door mean failure. On the red day, sometimes God protecting you. Sometimes the loss ain't punishment. Sometimes it's preparation. Oh, on the red days, I still believe. Even one your market took from me. 'Cause giants still fall when faith's stronger than it all. And someday we gon' tell the story proud. How God pulled us from the valleys out. Hold on, you're too close. Don't quit now. Don't quit now. Hold on, you're too close. No, don't quit now. Don't quit now.
Okay, we're back. Can you guys hear me? We are back. We're back. Thank you for the update, Fishman. So Tesla completely took flight. See if Test Spy can join. Look at this. Do you guys see this nice little? Right, a lot of people playing the breakdown. They might take this to the downside. All right, they might not be paying attention to the 5-minute, how it's coming to the EMAs, and then take it to the downside. That just kind of nice little trap there. Squeeze to the upside. Wow. Tesla's out of here, guys. Tesla's about to get that weekly downside breaker. Okay. Yeah, what the music, we'll see. We'll see. The point is to give you inspirational, motivational, and insightful music. Right, that feeds you essentially, right? A lot of the stuff out there nowadays, it feeds the wrong side of you. Yeah, so Tesla was on our radar today. Sometimes it happens. It happens, guys. But don't chase. Apple coming for that retest. It's a new genre. We're creating a new genre. Okay. Completely new genre. All right. Now the SPY is doing its thing. So now as SPY breaks, does it have enough momentum to continue to push past 50% retrace? Q is also pushing to the PMH. Small caps also pushing to PMH. Palantir waking back up. But Tesla is the standout, guys. Let's take a look at XLY. XLY is about $1 above VWAP. Okay, $1 above VWAP. SMH fell back under VWAP. Still bullish, but fell back under VWAP. So what's leading the way here, guys, is consumer staples. So think of names like Amazon and Tesla. So let's take a look at it. Amazon. That was there for the taking as well. Via shockwave. Boom. Tesla. Boom. So Tesla, Palantir, IWM, Amazon, and SPY were all the names to keep a close eye on today. All right, so you're not going to catch them all. Okay, it's not like a Pokemon. You're not going to catch them all, and you don't got to catch them all. Welcome, Dominic. Are you a Free Trade Friday or a new member? I didn't get a chance to check the new member list today, but either way, welcome. I'm glad that you're learning. So that's what Free Trade Friday is designed for, guys. I don't give. There's no free trials because there's too many resources for you. They're available to give it for free, right? And we have members that pay for those resources, right? So I do these free trials, these Free Trade Fridays from time to time, along with the trial 30 code. All right, to give you some insight. Microsoft. Past couple of days, I haven't been paying attention to Microsoft too much. Let's take a look at it from the bigger picture, right? So, bigger picture, this 50 MA buy up on SPY is leading to all this. So, MSFT, the usual suspects, MSFT, out of here. To what extent? It's at that quarter downside breaker, testing this key zone. Is it breaking out? No, it's just bouncing. So, buyers are buying it off those lows. For it to get a structural break, see if you can continue to reclaim that weekly downside breaker. But it isn't setting up for next week. Tesla. So bigger picture, right? Intraday higher time frame. Look at Tesla. Tesla broke out. Amazon and Tesla had the identical charts. Okay, Amazon also nice break. Actually, Amazon has some ways to go. Okay. But that's a grab of those lower lows. Apple. That drop on Apple was just huge, guys. Once that was given up, that was a huge drop. All right, so there's still a candidate for another slide to the downside. Okay, this is hard to make up that drop. What else we got? Nvidia. Not doing much here. Right, so this breakdown was brewing if the market can slide. Now the market is pumping. Okay, now let's see if this can hold up. Okay. So everything came down to that 20 on the VIX. MU. AVGO. SPCX. SpaceX. Okay, this is SpaceX first period of consolidation. So what's the result? So we have support here, very close to IPO, and we have resistance here, last week's lows. SpaceX pumped, okay, all the way to 225, and now it's at 156. So pump and dump, basically. And then now this current period of consolidation will determine the next move. Okay, so are there enough buyers that step in off of these lows, this support, to drive price into resistance, and buyers continue to pile in and drive price above resistance? Or are there just enough buyers to buy it here, and there's too much overhead supply and drives it back lower? All right, that's what's taking place. So SpaceX bouncing off support. So which side gives first? SPY just going, guys. SPY is catching its second win. All right, it was a little laggy, now it's starting to go now. What was that? Look at that. Look at that breakout. Look at that. So, wow. But what needs to be studied is this trap. Okay, say if you take the puts here, which is completely, okay, you take the puts, you shoot your shot. In the event that you don't manage your risk, you just decide just to not manage risk at that particular time, out of there. Okay. So we're riding those EMAs, guys. Riding those EMAs. Now we're above that 50% retrace to daily. Tesla continues to push, guys. We're at 385 on Tesla. Nvidia trying to push. Nvidia struggling at PMH. Palantir, okay. Also pushing the upside now. All right, it's officially second shift. No trades during second shift, guys. There's one trade for me today. All right. So this week the theme has been less is more. And we've been sticking to it. Yesterday as well. IWM again broke. Q's broke. All of them are on the same page. Strikers, you see how all the indexes, they're bright green. Making highs of the day or near the highs of the day. They're all on the same page. They're all on the same page. Okay. Okay, who's done for the day, guys? We'll do the end of the week poll here. End of the week poll for the strikers. Looks like most of you are done for the week. Yellow and no trade. Let us know you did on the week. And if you haven't already, strikers, make sure to leave a review on what. Okay. Leave a testimonial if you haven't already. When you get a chance this weekend. And next week is the last stretch. Okay, last stretch. So next week is we kick off a new month. So we have nothing on Monday. So we'll be on the lookout for some news. Tuesday, consumer confidence and jolts. All the employment data comes out. Wednesday, Fed chair speaks at 9 a.m. right before pre-market. ADP data. So Wednesday, jam-packed. And Wednesday is the first day of the month, guys. This is the last official week of the month of June. So again, the new month starts in the middle of the week. So July starts on Wednesday. And then July starts off with a bang, guys. Okay, Fed chair speaks. ISM manufacturing, ADP NFP, average hourly earnings, unemployment rate, unemployment claims, NFP. So this is the heart of the volatility next week. As soon as July kicks off, okay, injection of volatility. Okay, we start to ease into it on Tuesday with consumer confidence and jolts. And if we look a week out, it starts to cool off a little bit. So the first week of July is going to be jam-packed. So next week is going to be interesting because it's two things. It's the end of June and the beginning of July. All right, so it works out in that way. So we're going to get those candle flips midweek. Okay, so basically the first full last week of June is in the books. All right, so you've successfully navigated the month of June. We got two more. We got July and we got August. And we're going to get a new quarterly candle as well. Right, new quarterly candle starts. So now let's take a look at that 3-month candle. Okay, new quarterly candle. So next on Wednesday, we actually get a lot of things, guys. We get a new quarterly candle. Okay. On Wednesday is a new quarter. New quarterly candle. So type in the chat. Very simple. Q2 is in the books next week, next Wednesday. And Q2, is this candle bullish or bearish? Was Q1 bullish or bearish? Very simple. Q1 was bearish. We made an all-time high. Okay, we pulled back all the way for about 10, close to 10%, 9.9%. Why? We had a catalyst. War. Q2, we broke above Q1's highs, made more all-time highs, made all-time highs. That was a sequence where we just continuously made all-time highs, parabolic push, and then a historic quarter, and then now we're going to get a new quarterly candle here. So as bullish as can be this quarter, Q2. So Q3, depending on where we close within the next few days, will determine where the quarterly candle opens up. If it opens up very close to the 720s, okay, then it can possibly be at the top quarter point, or very close to the quarter point of that candle. So now the bulls have a little bit of room to push it to the upside. All right, once that quarterly candle gets taken out, 760, 760, 40, new all-time highs, guys. So this action is very similar to what? The action that we saw in 2025. Tariff situation. We make all-time highs. Okay. We get down 20%. Everything gets resolved. We pump for 3 more quarters. This time around, we open up Q1, make all-time highs, new catalyst this time around. Okay. Iran situation. We dump 9.9%, not to the same extent of the tariffs, and we immediately get bought up. So if we were to follow this same structure, I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly, right? But just say if we follow the same structure, we have another, if we break the high of 760.40, okay? What if I told you, all right, just my aggressive forecast, 800 by the end of the year, okay, is a possibility. Okay, 800 by the end of the year. If we continue the same pattern, unless we reverse this quarterly, guys, 800 by the end of the year is a real number. If what we saw last time takes place, 800 by the end of the year is a real number. Because after that quarterly high, after that we took that out, we ascended for 70 points, 11%. Okay, so we can easily get into 800. Okay. So I have a lot of things coming up next week. All right. A lot of things coming up next week. So I have a new weekly candle, monthly candle, quarterly candle. Q2's in the books. Q2 is in the books. Nice bounce off that daily 50% retrace right there. All the indexes pumping, guys. Palantir finally starting to go. Finally starting to go. Palantir, nice bounce on Palantir off that 9. Took some time, but it started to look fine. So congratulations, guys. On YouTube, 43% of the chat is green. That's a huge number. That's over close to 100 votes. All right. So the next level, the closest level we have to us is right now is that daily 50% retrace. Let's take a look at the hourly, guys. The hourly is as strong as can be. That hourly retest, this hourly upside breaker, you can retest at 734.24. And now it looks like we want to pursue between us and the 738, 740 territory is this monthly 50% retrace. So we do have some resistance coming up. Okay. That's the last test before we push into the 738, 740. Okay. That's the last test. And then hourly break is right there. Last shift high. Anyone riding this with runners? Or is everyone done from first? So you can see first, second chop chop, and third expansion. Service now, okay. What a pump, guys. One and done. Took the trade on SPY. Pop just now. Broke the key level. And got out. Turning off. Have a great weekend, you two. Noob. Okay, let's see if we can crack 5,760 subs. We're closing in on 5,800. Okay, let's take a listen right here about SpaceX.
That year, there were 0 IPOs. The following year, Google came public, and they really opened the door for the IPOs that came afterwards. They clearly were the bellwether. It's important to note that Google, went up over 200% in the first year. The IPO price was a little underwhelming, but within the first year went up 200%. So that clearly contributed to whether that's a door opener. With respect to your question on SpaceX, we don't know, right? My guess is to the extent the stock goes up, it makes the door opening that much easier per se. But you have to understand that Elon is unique. The story they're selling is unique. 100 times revenue is high by any measure. So I'm not sure whether Anthropic or OpenAI or others can ride on this slipstream. If I was to make a bet or a guess, to the extent that SpaceX goes higher than 150 and the market likes their quarterly performance, then it will be helpful. If it doesn't, it will not be.
Yeah, it's been a busy 2 weeks, and sounds like it's just going to get even busier from here. Bob, thank you very much for joining us.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Coming up after the break, semis still selling off. Names like Broadcom and NVIDIA down sharply on the week. NVIDIA is a couple percentage points away from a bear market.
Okay. Wanted to see what they had to say, friends at CNBC, about SpaceX. So 98 pullback, the first 98 pullback on the 5. And we chopped around for some time there, and then we finally broke. So let's see after this break if we can come back and test that 9 on the 5. And we are headed towards that territory, guys, with speed, with some velocity, with some force. Monthly 50% retrace coming up. 736.54. Major test zone. TP3 hit on the Qs, on IWM. TP3 hit on the Dow. So believe it or not, in relation to the ties, the Qs are the laggard. They've primarily been held back by the semis. Semis are starting to pick up now, so this can really take off if the semis wake up now. Okay, if the semis wake up, this can start taking off. If they can join the party. Catch another leg. Just riding the wave. Just riding the wave to the upside. These 9s, these pullbacks on the green, okay, the shallow point of the wave, they're scalpable. When you think of the 9 on the 5, think of it as the edge of this 1 minute wave, when those waves start to get squeezed. Apple, see if Apple can get his act together off that VWAP. Look at that, guys. Tremendous job, Jake. Runner available, SPX 190 to 405 and running. That was posted at 1144. So SPX took another leg higher. So, all right, almost 4x. Okay, 3 to 4x on the position. Tremendous job, Jake. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous job. All right, so the hourly is as strong as can be. 15s are strong, 30s are strong, 5 is strong. Okay, so let's just do a quick lesson on that. All right, so if the hourly is bullish, all right, I want you to think like this. The hourly is bullish. We'll just use these three. 15 is bullish. M5 is bearish. Okay, so what I mean by that, nice continuation candle on the hourly, continuation candle on the 15, and say 5 is selling off. Okay. So the hourly, so we already broke above this high. The hourly high. The 15 also broke above its high. Okay. Now the 5. The 5 is looking to retest, but currently that 5-minute candle is bearish because it's going looking to retest the level. All right. So when that 5-minute candle is bearish, it sees a nice little sell-off, and it starts to retest a strong level or major resistance or support. Okay. Even though it's bearish, you want to see that conflict. Because now if it starts to bounce, all right, it's bouncing back into the higher time frame. Right, that is the textbook continuation type of trade. When you're betting reversal, say you're betting reversal on the hourly. When you're going the opposite way, what you're implying is this 5-minute, I'm seeing something on the 5-minute, that's going to shift the 15-minute. Okay, this way. And the 15-minute is going to shift the hourly this way. So which of the two is more likely? So which one would you have a simpler time trading? Which is more likely to play out? Same structure here, all right? So spot shows that weakness. So in this case, since you see that weakness, you decide to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go short. All right, let's say you're holding this position for some time, all right, to see it through. All right, so out of 100 times, what do you think the split is? Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40? Is it 70-30? Because this is the essence of trend trading. This is the essence of reversal trading. So if you're following the trend, this is what you subscribe to. If you're going reverse, you're looking to fulfill this criteria. Because the reversal starts off on the lower time frame and influences the higher time frames. Right? But I would say most traders just focus on this. When you have that clean action, don't try to outsmart yourself. Go with the trend. All right, so you see strength on the hourly, you see strength on the 15. Look for weakness on the 5. Pull back into EMAs, pull back into critical levels, flags, okay, and that feeds back into the higher time frame, intraday higher time frame. Okay, so that is time frame alignment. Shenanigans. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We're testing this level right here. Daily 50% reach. Look at this. There's one candle. Look at this. I don't fully buy this. This might look like this looks like a shakeout. This will have some legitimacy if the VIX can get above 19. It might just be a nice little shake and bake. If you can hold this 50% retrace and prior day's close, it looks to be a shake and bake. If the VIX gets above that level and we slice below that level, then there's some legitimacy behind it. So we'll hit the sell button. Just one trade today, guys. Palantir. That's it. Okay. So multiple trade ideas provided, but just one trade executed. Okay. Yeah, Tesla trade would have been a nice home run on a Friday. But I'll settle with the base hit on Palantir. Oh, you caught that user? Nice. You caught that. Nice. Right, if you say if you're going short here, what are you targeting? They're targeting these lows first. All right, and this is your safe TP. Okay, thank you, Colin. So it looks like we got some news. I'll check the news feed as well. That might have been that doesn't look like a regular candle. That looks like some shenanigans. Okay. Iran shot at least 4 one-way attack drones at ships traversing the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so violation of ceasefire. Let's see if our news feed caught that. Okay, Romania, so it should come in at some point in time. Foreign Minister, phone conversation. So it should come in. Unusual whales. Let's get the job done. Here we go. Right in the news feed. Iran shot at least 4 one-way attack drones. So our news feed, guys, is on point. Okay. Okay, came at 11:52 right here. So the news feed will catch it. And this is provided to you for free, guys. If you're in the free tier Discord, this itself, okay, is free. Now, you'd have to pay for that service. If you do have that, you'd have to pay for that service, and you would have to integrate multiple platforms into one. All right, that's available to you. So make sure to be in the free tier Discord to never miss the news. Stock-related news. All right, so here we go. We got some news here. Where does that drive us? So the only thing that can spoil the Bulls' parties is news. All right, so now the VIX is starting to get above 19. That's the best. 2-minute trades are the best. Under 5 minutes, double-digit return under 5 minutes, those are the best. They're testing that daily 50% retrace prior to close. 90 may test as well. If we reject out that 19 on the VIX, it can lead to a bounce. We continue to push above that 19 on the VIX. We're going to slice right through that, head towards PMH. Down goes Walmart. Down goes Walmart. Anyone else catch those? Okay. Puts, okay, good. All right, so this is if you take the puts, you see that baby head and shoulder here. You take the puts, you got a nice drop from the news. Right, your target is this right here. If you're short, okay, you're trying to short a strong uptrend, your target is support. If you have more than support, you're asking for a lot. So you want to retrace back into this inefficiency up here. If we reclaim that, we're going back to the upside. Nice little shakeout. Shake and bake. Okay. Now let's take a look at how many likes we got. For the giveaway, we're 4 minutes away. Okay, 150 likes is the goal. Let me take a look at it real quick. So breaking news. Iran violating the peace agreement. Okay, are our friends at CNBC going to say anything? Let's see how long it takes. All right, because our news feed catches the rumors as well, guys. It's ahead of mainstream media. All right. It's on par with Bloomberg Terminal. All right, we're going to give Bloomberg Terminal a run for its money. So, tech check. They'll eventually report it. They'll eventually say rumor or breaking news when SPY is all the way above those highs. All right. 56% IDM inputs. Beautiful job. Beautiful extraction, Monty. Going against the trend. Using that 90 measure target. Good, good, good. So it looks like, guys, I'm done for the week. All right, 12 o'clock. Just one trade today. All right, Palantir. I got the job done. Tesla, big winner. Nvidia, I should say Amazon, big winner. So a lot of big winners today. All right, so again, guys, if you're done for the day, be done. Make the proper adjustments over the weekend. Okay. Hourly still bullish. In 56 seconds. All right, we're going to have a new hourly candle coming up. Top of the hour candle. We have a new 30-minute, new 15-minute, new 10-minute. So we got a flip, 12 o'clock flip, lunchtime flip. And that's going to be it for the shockwave. All right. So now we're going to use is, of course, our key levels. Key zones and price action. Anyone still using DeepSeek? You guys remember the DeepSeek saga a few years ago? Or was that last year? I felt like it was 24. That might have been 24. Could have been 25. Okay, so you want a little bounce off this territory as the VIX dumps. So we're at, let me check the likes real quick. We are at 98 likes. So 150 is the goal, guys. 100 likes is the goal in the first hour. All right. All right, so I lowered it to 150. Okay. So look at this break on SPY, guys. It breaks here, shockwave, go long, done for the day. Right, today's the type of day where if you're in alignment, you have stellar execution, you can extract a lot of profit today. Right, for very little time. You don't have to do too much. Not a lot of back and forth. If you're directionally right, your bias is correct, and you're able to read what's happening in real time. Relatively smooth action. We had a nice little push, leading into consumer sentiment and inflation expectation data. Okay, we're going to jump to the 5. This is no longer available. So just here, shallow retest here. Here's the healthy all the way here. We have this major level. We rejected off this level multiple times this week. Do we have enough fuel now that PCE, GDP, consumer sentiment, inflation expectations is now all behind us? Do we have enough? Do we have enough? Okay, that daily time frame. Look at that candle on the daily time frame. I want to revisit SPY's chart. Later, 15% stop. 15% stop keeps taking me out. The range is a little wider today. All right, so if the 15% stop keeps taking you out, right, what that means is you have to have a more precise entry. Right, so the tighter your stop, the more precise your entry has to be. So I'm not encouraging entries that are not precise, but that's the reality. If your stop is 5%, 10%, 15%, these is sniper entries. Okay, but if it's stopping you out and you're respecting your stop, okay, continue to respect your stop, continue to stick to the risk plan. All right, any questions before we wrap it up, guys? As always, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully you guys found value. Free Trade Friday, folks joining us. This is what the experience is like. Hopefully you found value as well. Hopefully you're able to take advantage of some of the opportunities today. It's been a long week, of course. We had a short week last week. We only did 3 streams last week. Monday, I was off on Monday. Friday, the market was closed. This week was our first full week. Okay, so we're just getting started. Next week, we do have some more volatility coming in. We have a flip of the quarter. We have a new quarterly candle, a new monthly candle coming in. And we have a lot of stuff going on next week, especially midpoint of next week. Right? We're in the heart of the summer months. So continue to manage your risk, continue to take your trades, stick to your plan, and continue to keep the over trading part dialed in. All right, use the weekend to make those necessary adjustments. Review your trades. Review your journal. If you don't have a journal, over the weekend, purchase a journal. All right, spend about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes just going over your journal, reviewing the trades you took. What are something that gave you a hard time? And when you're done with that, going into the weekend, okay, look for one thing to improve. Okay, so that's going to force you to look for a vulnerability, whether it's been the best week of your trading career or the worst week of your trading career. We all have things to get better at. To me, this week, although it was a phenomenal week, right, my execution wasn't as clean. Right, execution wasn't as clean on my end. So I'll look to clean that up going to next week. Here we go. Look how late they give us this news.
Post. He says the Islamic Republic of Iran shot at least 4 one-way attack drones at ships transversing the Strait of Hormuz. One of the drones solidly hit the upper deck of a large and very expensive cargo-carrying ship. Damage was done, but the ship was able to proceed on its way. We knocked down the other 3 drones. Obviously, this is a foolish violation of our ceasefire agreement. That from the president just a couple of moments ago. And clearly, the president is saying that this is a violation of the ceasefire agreement. That had been in some doubt. These strikes happened yesterday. We now see the president responding today. It was not clear whether he would say this is a violation of the ceasefire. He does say that. Left unsaid, of course, Scott, is what, if anything, the U.S. military is going to do in response. And that could heat up things in the Strait that have been relatively cool over the past week or so.
And what it means for the future of the MOU, advancing into something more permanent, correct?
Yeah, and I think, we're at a point now, Scott, where the negotiations have kind of gone full circle since the MOU was signed, where we had this meeting in Switzerland. The Iranians came out and rejected just about everything the American side said had been agreed to in those negotiations. You could see a scenario here, Scott, where we basically just don't move forward from here at all. The Strait remains de facto under some kind of Iranian control. There is some kind of tolling in the Strait, and negotiations just kind of peter out or don't really go anywhere. And what we end up with is kind of status quo plus Iranian tolling in the Strait. That's one way this ends.
Yeah. Status quo now, right?
Status quo now, not status quo from before the war.
Before, sure.
Right.
Sure, and important to point out that would be a material change and potentially change at least a bit the dynamic of commodity movement, especially oil, and what prices may do. However, as you're reporting this news out, and we were looking at the price of crude oil, it's not like it's getting a material increase from where it was. As we said, down 4%. It's barely above 69 bucks. I still think, like the overall market seems to view this, Eamon, as we're going to get to some place where this is going to, as you said, either peter out, wind down, but move into a level that I think potentially would be just less hostile.
Yeah. Look, and I think if you're the oil market, you look at Iranian tolling in the Strait of Hormuz and you say, well, maybe we can just afford that. That's just now the cost of doing business. We're going to have to pay the Iranians some number of billions of dollars per year, but against the scale of the overall oil exports out of the Strait, that's not very much. It's a marginal increase. We can pass whatever that is on to the customer anyway, and so we're back to business. So I think, from a pure dollars and cents standpoint, this might not be an enormous cost for the market to bear, but it might be a geopolitical reversal for the U.S. government in terms of its influence in the region. But the oil market doesn't really care about the hopes and dreams of the U.S. government.
Yeah, and certainly the dynamic of the leverage that Iran thinks it now has given the Strait and its importance and their control of it. Eamon, thank you very much for the very latest from our bureau down in Washington, D.C. As we said, crude's barely moving up on this. It's still low. I mean, Kev, the market has been looking past this. It's been fixated on tech. Back to our discussion, did you know that the Mag 7 names have shed nearly $3 trillion this month? It's the largest month.
Okay, so that's how long it took to get that report out. All right, see if we can continue to get that push. The downside, of course, the window of opportunities between that zone and down here, and this bounce and up there. All right, so which way does it go is the $1 million question. All right, so any questions, guys? Any questions before I wrap it up? Any questions? You DM'd me. If you purchase the indicator today, guys, you'll have access to it on Monday. All right, so I'll send me your TradingView username via DM. All right, I'll check on the backside that you have access, and you'll have access to the indicator. All right, if you're in the community and you just purchase the indicator via starter pack, you'll have access to my key level indicator. On top of that, you'll have access to Shockwave 15 itself. Right? So again, if you're looking to access all that, if you haven't already, guys, go to smartactiontraining.com. All that is available to you. All the tools, resources, and everything that we do use is available to you. The special for this month is, of course, the summer months is a starter pack, 12 months access to our community, and you get Shockwave 15 1.0 2.0 lifetime access to the indicators. And you get a 60-minute coaching call, and on top of that, you have access to all the resources from the community. So those resources, live trading and training every single morning, 9:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock. So at least 3 hours every single day. That's 15 plus hours every week of live trading. Trade ideas during that time. I talk about the entry, the exit, the rationale. I try to make it as educational as possible so you can also implement these things in your own trading. We have a community of traders dedicated to the process. Premium chat, options flow data is there, AI alerts, my day trading course is there, SAT key level indicators there, high win rate trade ideas are available. So this is available to you in the starter pack. If you're looking to join via monthly, use the code TRIAL30. There's a few spots left there. All right, give it a spin. That's going to be probably the best $50 you spend. All right, the best $50 you spend. But when you are in via trial, guys, make sure to utilize the resources. Utilize the resources. Price increase will be coming up very soon, probably on the tail end of July, heading into August, September, October, so on and so forth. So be on the lookout for that. If you're grandfathered in, you don't have to worry about where the price is. Whether it's $70 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, you have no concern, and you'll never feel the price increase. All right, so take advantage, guys. Kept it as low as possible for as long as possible. If you're looking to take advantage of the yearly, everything in the monthly, of course, coaching call available to you. You pay 8 months, you get 12 months access, one-time payment. On top of that, you have access to Shockwave 1.0 for 90 days. All right, if you're looking to get the indicators, all that is available to you here as well. All right, so everything is available on the site. So if you're looking to get the lifetime, or if you're looking to get the community access for the yearly, the best bang for your buck, okay, during these 2 months is the starter pack. All right, do the math. The best bang for your buck is the starter pack. All right, so if you're just looking for a trial, monthly trial 30. If you're on YouTube, everyone join the free tier Discord. Newsfeed there available for you for absolutely for free, along with a host of other tools and resources, absolutely for free. You can see the newsfeed gives you everything you need. So that news that we just saw, Iran violated, you get that right away. So it's a good thing to incorporate with a free live stream every single day. All right, so work your way through the ladder. Everything is available on the site. Make sure to go to smartactiontraining.com. And if you have any questions, guys, let me know what the questions are on YouTube. If not, we'll look to wrap it up here. As always, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you found value. This was a very challenging week in the action. We navigated this week accordingly. Go back, watch some of the older episodes. Make sure to review your trading. Spend some time during this weekend, 45 minutes to an hour. And spend time away from the charts as well. Believe it or not, spending more time behind the charts does not necessarily mean you're going to become a better trader. All right? More time behind the screens does not necessarily mean becoming a better trader. So you have to be efficient and effective in the time that you do spend behind the charts. Okay, so the less is more mindset is going to be very, very critical for you to adopt, especially if you're in the middle of your journey. All right, you're kind of past the beginning phase. You know what to do. You've experienced some losses, and you're kind of in the middle. All right, especially if you're in the middle, we're going to take that time to reset, to make the improvements, and really hone in on the things holding your execution back. Really hone in on making those incremental improvements. If you're in the beginning of your journey, all right, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to have to put the time in. All right, you can't skip chart time. All right, you can't skip that chart time. There's no way you can accelerate the chart time. You just have to put the chart time in. Okay, you have to put your 10,000 hours in. All right, for me, it's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands hours. That's already been put in. So don't think I'm saying don't spend time away from the charts. Don't look at the charts. Don't put the work in. I'm only telling that to people who already got over the learning curve, and they're looking to improve the things outside the charts, the things between the ears. All right, if you're not there yet, again, review the chart, do your back testing. All right, but don't do it for 12 hours, okay? Give yourself 90 minutes max. Put on a timer. All right, that's plenty of time. Okay, plenty of time to do so. All right, so dedicate some time to do that. Let us know what you're looking to improve going to next week. One thing you did well. We'll see you guys next week, guys. Make sure to like the video on your way out. Make sure to subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there. Jesus is the answer. I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete. Running after green candles like they could save my soul. But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand, watch the tide roll in. Learning every earthly kingdom has an end. Some valleys look so deep, I couldn't see the light. Some storms got so strong, I couldn't win the fight. But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep walking on. Not because
nights I sat alone. There's fear inside my chest. Questions without answers. Battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch. But Psalm 23 kept reminding me to trust. So I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies. I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place. I've seen doors swing open that no man could have locked. I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy, life story I could never write, turning broken chapters into testimony and life. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. The anchor in the storm when the market starts to sway. Through the highs and lows, through the joy and pain, the car still stands when everything else fades. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. He's the day and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found. If you're tired of running, if you're carrying change, if you're searching for purpose in success or anything, the good news is simple. The debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day. 3 days later, the stone rolled away. Death lost its victory. The grave could not stay. Whoever believes, whoever will come, will find forgiveness in the Father's Son. I still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is there. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall, Christ remains Lord over all. The market can give, the market can take, but eternity rests on a different stage. So when the candles flicker and uncertainty grows, I remember the one who's already in control. The Lamb who was slain, the King who will reign, the Alpha and Omega, forever the same. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. The anchor in the storm. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Forever and ever. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Though I walk through the valley, you are with me. Shadows around me, you are with me. Through the valley, Jesus is the answer. Jesus is the answer. Forever and ever. Amen. Amen.
End of the week now. Walk is still breathing. Agree to take your whole account if you let it. Friday ain't the day to prove something. It's the day to protect something. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size, clean mind, live to trade life. Only one bad play, take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speaking. Ramp down Friday, walk and move slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Seen traders up green by Thursday night, then revenge trade Friday. Now they count on the ice. A whole week solid, then emotion took real. Now they forcing every set of bet, don't even look real. Market got rhythm, gotta move at the pace. Friday got traps hitting all over the place. Low volume fake ups, lunchtime drift. One headline drop and your whole trade shifts. So breathe when you enter, patience you enter. Don't need templates just to feel like a winner. Sometimes the best trade, really no trade. Close the laptop, protect what you made. Cause the market gon' open again Monday morning. No need for heroics when the candle's still forming. You already won if you stay disciplined. Consistency worth more than adrenaline. Ramp down Friday, keep the wrist tight. Small size clean mind, lift the trade tight. Don't let one bad play, take the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down Friday, market boot slick. One bad candle, make a grown man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the week run dry. Everybody wanna screenshot profits. Nobody posts when they overtrade losses. Ego in the market get humble real fast. Especially Friday when momentum don't last. So cut the size down maybe half the day. Protect the mental, let the pressure fade. Cause overconfidence dangerous too. Especially after a strong week carry you. Green week cool, never serve the game. Don't agree, turn sunshine into rain. This game marathon, out of quick lip. Survival first before championship. Trade lighter, think sharper, move wiser.
not harder. The sniper don't spray every candle he see. He wait for alignment in high probability. So if the setup weak, let it breathe. No FOMO entries off social feeds. Cause peace hit different when the weekend clean. No stress on your chest when the profits redeem. Yeah, some of the best traders know when to slow down. Friday ain't about getting rich. It's about staying rich mentally. Protecting your edge. Protecting your peace. Yeah. Ramp down fighting, keep the wrist tight. Small size clean line, live the trade life. Don't let one bad play, pick the whole week. Slow feet, calm breath, discipline speak. Ramp down fighting, market boot slit. One bad candle, make a young man quit. Take the base hit, don't chase that high. Pay yourself first when the wheat run dry. Trade safe, trade smart. Trade safe, trade smart, trade smart. Mama used to ask me why I stayed up so late. Staring at them candles like they choosing my fate. Laptop light glowing all across the room. Trying to make a way before the rent come due. Had dreams bigger than the town I was in. But pressure make it hard just to trust within. Everybody see the wins on the green days. Nobody see the tears on the red days. Nobody see the losses I was hiding inside. All the nights I questioned God in my whole life. Would've quit 100 times if it wasn't for faith. Cause David had valleys before giants got slayed. And ain't it funny how the strongest look calm, even while it carrying the weight through the storm. Used to think success was catching every big move. Now I know survival just mean knowing when to lose. On the red days, I still pray. And God kept me through it, heartbreak. Walk valley, fall giant. Still standing, even through the silence. And one day, we gon' smile at all this pain. A special miracle from the rain. Yeah, grandma said, boy, don't let money control you. Kept the matter more when the world don't know you. That hit different after blowing them trades. Humility came after ego got flamed. See the market teach lessons like scripture do. Pride come quick when the winds get huge. Then one bad week make you question your gift. Like Peter in the water when his clothes get slipped. Friends stopped calling cause they didn't understand. Why I sat alone with charts and trading plans. But every dream requires sacrifice and pain. Even Joseph had presents before the rain. Now I see allowances wasn't really losses. God was building wisdom through every process. Had to learn patience, had to slow down. Had to lose myself before I got found. Through the valley, I learned who I was. Not every closed door mean failure. On the red day, sometimes God protecting you. Sometimes the loss ain't punishment. Sometimes it's preparation. Oh, on the red days, I still believe. Even when your market took from me, 'cause giants still fall when faith's stronger than it all. And someday we gon' tell the story proud. How God pulled us from the valleys out. Hold on, you're too close. Don't quit now. Don't quit now. Hold on. You're too close. No. Don't quit now. Don't quit now. Yeah. 5:30 in the morning. Drives blowing, coffee cold. Another trader chasing the market. No structure, no discipline. Just emotion. Until everything changed. Yeah. Shockwave 15, change the way I see the charts. From chaos to structure every morning when it starts. One system, 1 hour, now the pressure gone. Used to taste candles, now I wait till price confirm. No more gambling at the open. Shockwave 15 in motion. Master trade in the open, now my mindset different. Used to trade with emotion, now my execution scripted. Used to wake up anxious, forcing every move. Twitter saying break out, so I junk with no proof. Green 1 minute, red the next candle. Account swinging wild, couldn't handle the gamble. Fake breakout, stop one, first down. SPY with both sides, now I'm emotionally shut down. Revenge trading lunchtime, trying to make it back. Oversized positions, turn my focus black. Every morning, same pain, same cycle. No rules, just dopamine and survival. Watching other traders post profits online. Meanwhile, my confidence dying inside. Market open, sounding like war in my head. Hard racing every candle, turning red. 4 more inches off a 5-second move. No patience, just hoping the market approve. Then chop hit, and the profits disappear. All week drink, then Friday bring fear. Couldn't trust myself. Every click was emotion. No consistency, just random commotion. Slow down, wait for confirmation. Patience brings clarity, and retry 1. Then I found structure inside the chaos. Shockwave 15 gave the market a language. Or be highs, or be lows. Suddenly the drop started speaking in code. 9:45, opening wings like no more random entries. Chasing every pop, midpoint clean with the borderline snap. Now I know exactly what price react to. Roll confirmation, keep emotions out. And be test, what conviction about? Trade assistance, you guiding every move. Now the system filter what setups approved. Dashboard glowing gold, open that black. Market sing sure when momentum intact. Guess me why? QQQ links alive. Now I'm trading with context, not a gambling mind. TP1, TP2, wonders breathe. Risk management, finally KVP. Smaller size, but the consistency grew. Cause discipline pay more than lucky move. Shockwave 15, change the way I see the chart. From chaos to structure every morning when it starts. 1 system, 1 hour, now the pressure gone. Used to chase candle, now I wait till price confirm. No more gambling at the old. Now the levels speak clear. Shockwave 15 in motion. Confusion into gears. Master changing the old. Now my mindset different. Used to trade with emotion, now my execution scripted. Now the market open calm when I sit down. Don't need force trades, must have been involved out. I wait for alignment. Patience my head. 1 clean set of worth more than 10 revenge. Used to think more trades. Spend more success. Now I know protecting. Capital was best. Straight glider. Think clear. Move smarter. Consistency, the real flex for a trader. No chasing breakouts. Now I let confirmation do the job. Price above EVA with momentum clean. Now the market feels slower if you know what I mean. 1 system. Repeat it every day. Mastery came when I stopped taking play. No more hopping indicator every week. Had the edge built from discipline and repeat. Shockwave 15, gave clarity to me. Turn the charts from noise into probability. And the piece hit different. Gold green. Now when risk was mining through the whole thing. Yeah. Anybody can catch 1 lucky trade. But consistency. Consistency built different. That come from structure. That come from patience. That come from surviving. Shockwave 15. Time to trade in the open. Shockwave 15. Change the way I read the sign. Shockwave 15. Turn the future into gear. Master trading the open. 1 system, 1 hour a day. Trade safe, trade smart, and let discipline lead the way. Tinker babe sound softly. Government discipline. Breakers over greed. Structure creates freedom. Market close, bell rings.
Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. 1 bad trade turn a winner to a 0. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up in the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, made destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed Mambos just to prove I got results. I had to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean for with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, ni un tiempo y tu pe. Every loss another lesson, every day go from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto of everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate.
Yeah. Smart action trading. SPY strategies. I've been in the charts long enough to know. Most traders don't lose from the market, they lose from themselves. Listen close. Yo. Devil trade big car. Number one, never risk more than you can survive. Cause blown accounts kill dreams before the vision arrive. Proverbs said the wise store oil for harder days. So I size my position just to preserve the play. These are trade commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are trade commandments. Pressure reveal your flaws. Market humble everybody that don't respect the law. Never chase green candles after momentum extended. That's emotional entry disguised as confidence blended. Wait for support confirmation. Structure to align, cause impulsive decisions destroy portfolios over time. These are trade commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are trade commandments. Track and reveal your laws. Market humble everybody that don't respect the law. Always use the stop loss, pride don't belong in trading. Ego hold losers while discipline staycation. Proverbs say power before destruction every season. That's why I cut losses fast before emotional bleeding. These are trade commandments. Never trade, need direction. Entry, target, invalidation before execution. A trader without structure like a ship with no sail. Lost in volatility every time the market prevail. Motion money goes slow. Farmers are able. See Greek like judgment make the spirit unstable. Everybody want profit but they know what they able. More profit a man gain if discipline disappear. One emotional trade can erase a whole year. These are trade commandments. Structure over emotion. Discipline and patience. Keep the account in motion. These are trade commandments.
Candlesticks speak if you're patient enough to listen. Long week rejection tell you where momentum shifting. Support and resistance like the borders of war. Learn the language of the market before asking for more. More trades don't mean more money. That's illusion talk. Sometimes best position simply on and not to force. Ecclesiastes said there's a time for everything. Sometimes sit on your hands while I'm walking through a thing. Track every intro, combos, reason and mistake. Crack every intro, combos, reason and mistake. The self-awareness, separate the wheat from the grape. With you the loss is deeper than the profit you made. That's our consistency, slowly get built every day. Motion, whoa, we the shared commandments. Watch over emotion, discipline and notions. Keep the account in motion. Fear and greed battle every trader alive. That's the sinful nature, trying to control your mind. Had to crucify revenge, trading deep inside. Cause emotional warfare make disciplined traders die. These are fake commandments, built from losses and scars. Discipline structure, make the strongest of stars. These are fake commandments, read the candles and pray. Smart action, trading help you navigate the way. Structure over and all, that's the code every day. Trade safe, trade smart, and dominate the play. Never played the car. Some days the market humble you. Some days it tests your spirit. The pressure reveals character. Though I walk through the valley, I got my hands through the storm now. Early morning, charts glowing in the dark room.
Candles flicker like lightning before monsoon.
Heart racing, futures jumping at the bell.
One bad trick can make a strong man fail.
Used to chase every breakout I could see. Greed had chains and them chains had me. Overtrading, revenging my soul.
Till the market took everything I stole.
Now I move with patience and discipline. Ever lost taught lessons from within. David in the valley with the sling and stone. No armor wrong, but he still stood strong.
Everybody
laughing when your account's small. The same way Goliath up to David, y'all. But faith don't move by what eyes can't see.
One clean setup can change history.
Through the valleys I walk.
Pressure tests my soul.
Learn risk management
before I touch the goal.
Every candle tell a story.
Every scar became a lesson.
God was building patience
through every season.
Walk through the valley, I fear no red days. I got my hands when the market's sideways.
Giants fall when the mindset's strong.
Faith keep pushing when the trades go wrong.
Babylon's system won't fear in your heart,
but discipline and wisdom set the traders apart.
From the valley to the victory song.
Stand tall, trader, keep holding on.
I remember
days I blew my whole week. Living off emotions made the mindset weak. Trying to force grace just to prove I'm right.
But pride destroy more accounts than fights.
Then I read Proverbs
slow in the night.
Wise men move with patience.
Hands on life.
Started waiting for levels and
confirmation.
Stop trading every manipulation.
Now the heel may line like a shepherd's staff. He walked cold in while the big hands crash.
Support and resistance like
bold in roll.
Every breakout clean when
volume grow.
5 school stones, it's my trading plan.
Risk calculate
before I take a stand.
That's one thing David understood from the start.
Biggest battle always happen in the heart.
Where it goes,
losses come, but don't lose yourself.
Every test builds endurance.
Every valley builds strength.
No fear,
no revenge trading.
No greed,
just faith,
patience,
discipline.
Walk through the valley storms all around. Still hear peasant in the market sound. Every setback make the spirit strong. God been training me all along. Giants fall when the faith don't shake. Pressure will
spirit.
Cause every trader fight giants,
But not every trader.
trust God through the valley,
Fade out with quiet chanting.
walk through the valley,
Fear no evil.
giants fall.